Good Friday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Spring Hill High School. We've got senior night here, and senior night activities getting ready to take place. We still got your Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show coming your way in just a little bit. Before we get to all that, we will eventually turn it over to our public address announcer and get ready to recognize our seniors of band and cheer here this evening at Spring Hill. We'll turn that over. When we come back, we'll start to break things down here on this Friday night as the Broncos get ready to take on the Paola Panthers. This should be a good one. Matt Jones, Caden Carvalho, BJ Harris along with you here tonight as we break down this ball game in just a little bit. But first, we'll turn it over for the public address announcer and senior night for band and cheer.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Spring Hill High School. Tonight, we'll be recognizing our senior members of cheer, color guard, and band. We're going to start this evening with our senior cheer team members. First up tonight, Rihanna Andrews. Rihanna is the daughter of Bernita and Rodney Andrews and is being accompanied tonight by her sister, Kayla Andrews. She is new to Bronco Cheer and joins Spring Hill from Tonopah Valley, Arizona. After graduation, Rihanna is going to attend Grand Canyon University, where she plans to earn a degree in physical therapy. Rihanna Andrews. Daly Browning. Daly is the daughter of Mandy and Jason Browning. She is a 4-year member of Bronco Cheer and is currently serving as cheer captain. Daly has been recognized as an All-American cheerleader, is an honor roll student, is active in Hype Squad, the Thespian Society, and is a Lynx leader. Daly is also coaching future Bronco cheerleaders in the KCFC Youth Program. Although undecided on her college of choice, Daly plans to continue cheering at the collegiate level while pursuing a degree in elementary education with a minor in social media and digital marketing. Daly Browning. Jillian King. Jillian is being escorted tonight by her parents, Becky and Todd King. She is being recognized tonight as both a member of Bronco Band, where she plays the trumpet, and the cheer team. This is Jillian's second year as a member of the Bronco cheer team, and her 4th year as part of the band. She is also a member of the FFA and has served as secretary for several years. After graduation, Jillian plans to attend Kansas State University and earn a degree in agribusiness. Jillian King. Alexis Yoder. Alexis is being escorted tonight by her parents, Lindsay and Derek Yoder. This is Alexis' 4th year as a member of Bronco Cheer. Alexis has been involved with debate for 2 years and has been on the honor roll. After graduation, Alexis plans to initially attend Johnson County Community College to earn a degree in respiratory care. She plans then to further her degree at Kansas University, specializing in children's critical respiratory care. Alexis Yoder. Congratulations to these senior cheer team members. Before we begin our color guard and band recognition, congratulations are in order. Spring Hill High School swept the awards, including color guard, drumline, and field directors, and overall won the Emporia State Marching Festival this week. Way to go, Broncos. Let's now introduce our senior color guard members. Madeline Chitwood. Madeline is the daughter of Tricia and Jonathan Chitwood and is a 3-year member of Spring Hill High School's color guard. She is an honor roll student, has been involved with madrigals, theater, and the musical. After graduation, Madeline plans to attend the University of Minnesota Morris, where she will major in biology with an emphasis in pre-dentistry. Madeline Chitwood. Lily Haney. Lily is a 2-year member of the Color Guard and is currently serving as captain. She has been involved in Links, PALS, is serving as the Stuco secretary, is a member of the National Honor Society, is an honor roll student, is a member of Student Publications, and is currently the online editor for the Stampede News. Lily plans to attend the University of Oklahoma after graduation, where she plans to join the Air Force ROTC program and study law. She aspires to be a JAG lawyer. Lily is the daughter of Heather and James Haney. Lily Haney. London Hanson. London is the daughter of Kelly and Ben Hanson. She has been a member of the Color Guard for 3 years, is an honor roll student, and has been a member of the orchestra. Although undecided on a college of choice, London does plan to attend a state university. London Hanson. Jaden Rainforth. Jaden is a 2-year member of the Color Guard. She has been involved in choir, madrigals, theater, the musical, FCA, SAD, Stuco, Links, is an honor roll student and a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Jaden plans to earn her Bachelor of Fine Arts at Oklahoma City University. Her parents, Jenny and James Rainforth, are with her tonight. Jaden Rainforth. And congratulations to the senior members of the Spring Hill High School Color Guard. Now on to our Bronco band, starting with Kira Blattle. Kira is the daughter of Wendy and Annie Blattle. She is a 4-year member of Bronco band and plays the flute. Kira is an honor roll student and has been involved in the Spring Hill High School Book Club and Chess Club, Scholars Bowl, the Thespian Society, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Although undecided on a college of choice, Kira plans to study biomedical engineering on her path to medical school. Kira Blattle. Nathan Cheney. Nathan is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the trumpet. He has been involved in debate, SAD, and has been a member of the jazz band. After graduation, Nathan is considering a trade school to potentially pursue a career in auto mechanics or as an HVAC technician. Nathan is the son of Marianne and Douglas Cheney. Nathan Cheney. Emily Galen. Emily is the daughter of Amy Galen and Thomas Galen. This is her 4th year as a member of Bronco Band, where she plays the trumpet. She is an honor roll student, has participated in track, and is a Links leader. Emily is also active in her 4-H club, where she has maintained various officer positions. Although undecided on a college choice, Emily plans to earn a degree in criminology. Emily Galen. Braden George. Braden is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the trumpet. He is an honor roll student and has been involved in Scholars Bowl, cross country, baseball, Stuco, PALS, and is a Links leader. He is also a member of the National Honor Society. Braden is undecided on a college of choice, but plans to pursue a degree in engineering after graduation. He is the son of Katie and Matthew George, who are with him tonight. Braden George. Alex Geisel. Alex is the son of Heather and Phil Geisel. He is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the trumpet. He is an honor roll student and has been a member of the soccer and track teams. After graduation, Alex would like to attend Harding University in Searcy, Arkansas, where he plans to study physical therapy. Alex Geisel. Jonathan Hull. Jonathan is a 2-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the trombone. He is currently undecided on his plans for after graduation. Jonathan is the son of Melanie and Bill Hull. Jonathan Hull. Alexander Kaljuma. Alex is the son of John Kaljuma and Amber and Ryan Richardson. He has been a member of Bronco Band for 4 years, where he plays the alto saxophone. He is an honor roll student and has been involved in choir, the musical, Stuco, and is a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Alex would like to pursue a career in the film and stunt industry. Alexander Kaljuma. Sadie Kuhn. Sadie is a 4-year member of the Bronco Band, where she plays in the percussion section. She is also the bass guitarist for the jazz band and plays in the pit for school musicals. Sadie is an honor roll student and has participated in Scholars Bowl, the musical, and Stuco. Although undecided on a college, Sadie does plan to attend university or school at the university level. Her parents, Jennifer and John Kuhn, are accompanying her tonight. Sadie Kuhn. Samuel Orsler. Samuel is a tuba player and has been involved with Bronco Band for 4 years. He has been a member of the cross country and track teams and has been on the honor roll. Although he is undecided on a major, Samuel plans to attend Oklahoma Baptist University after graduation. He is the son of Missy and Randy Orsler. Samuel Orsler. Ashley Paulson. Ashley is the daughter of Elizabeth and Kurt Long and Tiffany and Jeff Paulson. She is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where she plays the flute and oboe. Ashley is an honor roll student and has been involved in theater and Scholars Bowl. After graduation, Ashley plans to attend Kansas University and major in architectural engineering. Ashley Paulson. Stephen Ratchford. Stephen is a 4-year member of the Bronco Band, where he plays the trombone. Although undecided on a college of choice, after graduation, Stephen would like to pursue a career in commercial or private aviation. His parents, Denise and Jose Figueroa, and Nick Ratchford, are accompanying him tonight. Stephen Ratchford. Warren Rogers IV. Warren is the son of Gina and Warren Rogers III. He is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays the trumpet. Warren has also been on the honor roll. After graduation, he plans to attend Olivet Nazarene University in Illinois to pursue a degree in international business, where he will also join the Army ROTC program. Warren Rogers IV. Thad Rowan. Thad is the son of Jamie Thompson. He is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he plays in the percussion section. Thad is also a member of Bronco Soccer. After graduation, he plans to attend either Kansas State University or Oklahoma University to pursue a degree in architectural engineering. Thad Rowan. Marin Ruffin. Marin is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where she plays the tenor saxophone. She is also a member of the jazz band, is the current Stuco vice president, is a part of FCA, and is a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Marin plans to attend Kansas University. She plans to major in history with a minor in political science before heading to law school on her way to becoming a criminal justice attorney. Marin is the daughter of Alyssa and Jason Ruffin. Marin Ruffin. Peyton Schulte. Peyton is the son of Nicole and Justin Schulte. He is a 4-year member of the Bronco Marching Band, where he plays the trombone. Peyton is an honor roll student, a member of the cross country and track teams, and is also involved in Stuco, PALS, Lynx, and is a member of the National Honor Society. After graduation, Peyton plans to attend the University of Oklahoma to study meteorology and atmospheric sciences. He also plans to continue his band career at the collegiate level and participate in the Pride of Oklahoma marching band. Peyton Schulte. Erin Scroggins. Erin is a 4-year member of Bronco Marching Band, where she plays the piccolo. During the band's concert season, Erin plays the flute. She is an honor roll student, was a member of the cheer team her freshman year, is a member of the Thespian Society, and is a Lynx leader. After graduation, Erin plans to attend Avila University, where she will be involved with the band. She plans to study either theater or photography. Her parents, Lisa and James Scroggins, are with us tonight. Erin Scroggins. Abigail Sparks. Abigail is the daughter of Anna and Harley Sparks. She is a 4-year member of the marching band, where she plays the clarinet. Abigail is an honor roll student, has participated in PALS, has played in the musical pit, and is applying for membership to the National Honor Society. Abigail plans to attend an in-state college where she will major in medical services. Abigail Sparks. Weston Whipkey. Weston is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he is part of the percussion section playing the bass drums. An honor roll student, Weston has also been a member of the soccer team and is involved in SPUB, Stuco, the AV Club, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Although undecided on a college of choice, Weston plans to study film production. He is the son of Megan and Nathan Whipkey. Weston Whipkey. Remington White. Remington is the son of Kim and Matt White. He is a 4-year member of Bronco Band, where he is part of the percussion section, playing the tenor drums. Remington is an honor roll student, has been involved with choir, Stuco, SPUB, is a Lynx leader, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Although undecided on a college of choice, Remington plans to apply to Boston University, where he would like to major in journalism. Remington White. Congratulations to all of these senior members of the Spring Hill High School Bronco Band.
There you go. Congratulations once again to all those seniors here on senior night for band, color guard, cheer, and dance team all getting recognized here. They'll be out performing tonight as well. Most of them will be on the field. We got football here tonight as well. The Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show coming your way in just a moment. We'll get this broadcast started right after this on Spring Hill Sports Live. The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live. It is starting to cool off just as the season is beginning to heat up, and it is a gorgeous night here in Spring Hill, Kansas, as the Broncos and the Panthers get ready to hook up here in a Frontier League battle here on Spring Hill Sports Live. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me Matt Jones and Caden Carbajo, as you get a good look at a nice man in the moon here on a cool, crisp night in Spring Hill. The Broncos and the Panthers, a couple of teams that are – you can go ahead and zoom out, Caden. That are
looking at the moon.
A couple of teams that are kind of right in the middle of the pack, and each of them feel like they have a couple of wins out there that they did not have, both at 2-3, and both looking to get right here tonight. The Broncos at 2-3, 2-2 in the Frontier League. Broncos are coming off a 56-25 win at Ottawa last Friday night, the most complete game the Broncos have had all season. Regardless of the level of competition, they played really well. Opened the game aggressively with an onside kick, and that kind of set the tone for the entire night, and what a night it was for Bronco running back Colton McKenna, who had a monster game, 30 carries, 204 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Just took it to him. Draven Pipkin added a big game on the ground as well, 19 carries, 109. Broncos as a team, 483 yards of total offense, 368 on the ground. They put up those numbers tonight. They will run away with this one. The Broncos were 8-11 on third down as well, which is always great, and Tyson Beshore continues to impress. 13 of 14, 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty good for a sophomore quarterback. Jackson Torres led the way in the wide receiving corps, had 7 different guys catching passes. Torres had 4 for 37 yards. And the Bronco defense dominant, just 205 yards allowed, -5 on the ground. Those are Chiefs-level numbers right there. Noah Anderton continues to be solid, 6 tackles, a tackle for loss, and a sack as well. And James Newton had 6 tackles and a TFL in his stat category. I think Spring Hill found a little bit of identity last Friday, and we'll see how that goes here tonight against a little bit better competition in the Paola Panthers. They're also 2-3, 1-3 in the Frontier League, coming off a 20-14 loss against Pittsburgh last week, one they feel like they probably should have won. Paola could very easily be 3-2, possibly even 4-1, but they could also be 1-4 as they snuck by an Ottawa team 21-20. There's a common opponent to look at. Only lopsided loss they had was 35-14 against Lewisburg in Week 2, so kind of a team trying to figure their way out. They're led by quarterback Jet Osborne. A good start to the season despite battling a hand injury he suffered in week number 2. He's 43-86. He's thrown 540 yards, and it will be him along with their running back Landon Taylor, who's going to lead the way for the Panthers. This should be a good one here tonight. The Broncos and the Panthers here in a Frontier League battle, and it's coming your way here in just a moment on Spring Hill Sports Live. We'll turn it over to the Bronco Band for the National Anthem. The best in the land, and they've got hardware to prove it, coming off a sweep at an Emporia competition. The band, drill team, color guard, how about that? That band right there is the best one around, and they just proved it there, and they'll do it again at halftime. We'll show that for you as well. We're in the midst of the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. We'll get back to this breakdown as well when we come back in a moment. Don't forget, Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained, and fully licensed orthodontic specialist with decades of combined experience in the orthodontic field. With locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park, learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Come back on the Comfort Designs pregame show after this on Spring Hill Sports Live. Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's Heating and Air Conditioning Company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Back out here on the Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. BJ Harris along with you, alongside me, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo. The Broncos getting ready to take the field as we speak. Area matchups are brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe in building strong relationships with their clients and their community. That is the best way to serve both of them, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Not a ton of big matchups here around the area, Matt, but what do we got? What are we looking at?
Well, the Frontier League, we have Ottawa at Bonner Springs. Schlegel is visiting Eudora, which is kind of an interesting matchup. Baldwin at Osawatomie, Tonganoxie at Lewisburg. Other network games, we have Parsons at Galena and Girard at Iola. At the top of the 4A rankings, we have St. Thomas Aquinas is at Miege, and another 5A matchup, Piper at DeSoto this evening.
Yeah, that one over there at Lewisburg Sports Live and Tonganoxie Sports Live would be a good one to watch as well, as they both those teams. I think you might be looking at possibly a hangover from Lewisburg, a big win last week in overtime against one of the teams that everybody just kind of penciled in as the best team around, and turns out Lewisburg said not so fast, and that may be one that Lewisburg has a letdown. Tonganoxie has been able to hang on. They hung on to beat this Paola team. They hung on to beat the Spring Hill team. That seems like a kind of one that could go the opposite way here for that Lewisburg team. We'll see. We'll keep you up to date on those throughout the day. Starting lineups are brought to you by our friends at Perfect Details Salon and Suites, a full-service salon. The Broncos look to start this game in style, and style is what you'll find at Perfect Details Salon and Suites. Stylists, nail, lash, spray tan, as well as massage therapists and estheticians will get you back in the game and looking and feeling your very best. Book your next appointment at SalonPerfectDetails.com. Well, for the Broncos, it'll be quarterback back out there, and Tyson Beshore will lead them out there. He wears number 15. Running backs Draven Pipkin, as well as Colton McCanna, coming off a very good ball game a week ago. 4 touchdowns for McKenna. Jackson Torres at a wide receiver. Bryce Kirshner as well. Evan Brown will get some time at wide receiver. Another one of those guys they've been using at the tight end spot. Junior Jara, Cooper D'Albini playing that tight end spot up front. Cole Rodden, Louis Stadler, Corey Couch, Carter Bland, and Carter Meek are your offensive starters. Brandon Richardson as well as Noah Anderton. Defensively, they'll be the ball hawks back there. James Newton coming off a 6-tackle performance last week. We'll get to your keys to the game in just a moment. First, we'll talk about our opening kickoff brought to you by Seats Incorporated. Kick off your career with Seats Incorporated in Spring Hill. Seats is a leader in manufacturing of quality seats and accessories for vehicles with competitive wages and benefits. To see all of their openings or to apply online, go to seatsinc.com. That's SEATS Inc.com and see what they've got to offer as far as careers go for Seats Incorporated. Ryan Jackson's been the kicker here all season long and done a very nice job in the kicking game. The special teams have been kind of up and down. Gave up a kick return for a touchdown last week, but in general, that part of it has been pretty good. Matt, these are two very balanced teams, I think even teams anyways, in that they are kind of identity. I do feel like the Broncos found some identity last week.
Sure.
But what does Paola have in store? We'll see. Get your keys to the game in a moment. Assuming you have some.
Oh, I do, absolutely.
Oh, yes.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, we'll get to those after this kickoff.
Yep.
Broncos will be kicking it off. Jackson will do those duties. So that'll be that Bronco defense back on again. Very good performance last week, only giving up around 200 yards against Ottawa, and a lot of those were some big plays. And there he is right on cue. Ryan Jackson kicking it through the back of the end zone. The keys to the game brought to you by Amy Kelly Homes of Reese Nichols Real Estate. The key to finding your dream home is having someone who makes you already feel at home. Key in at amykelly.reesenichols.com. Amy is A-M-E-E Kelly.reesenichols.com. Keys.
Well, we'll start with the defense since they're out there right now. I think the main thing is to stop the Paola running game. The defensive line is, started out the season pretty strong. They need to keep their linebackers clean so they can make those second-level tackles. And, when Paola does pass, they need to get up there and make some disruptions.
Yeah, this will be a run-heavy offense. They do pass a little bit, but it's not going to be as much as we have seen and even saw last week. They tried to pass it quite a bit because they couldn't really run the ball. They'll turn handoff and right off the edge. Nice job sealing that edge on that defensive end as they get things going here, do the Panthers. As the quarterback, again, is Jed Osborne, 6'2", 190, and a senior.
On the stop, number 68.
And his main running back is a couple of guys. Cooper Stanchfield's in there right now as one of the running backs. Kind of a wing back, really. I'm going to have to start using binoculars, I think. I've never done it in 22 years of broadcasting, and I think I'm going to have to start using binoculars. Landon Taylor's number 10. He's the running back. Send a man in motion. That's Stanchfield. Handoff Taylor, and he is gobbled up by the Bronco defense. A host of guys there and leading the way is Brandon Richardson. And he makes the stop for the Broncos, and it's a no gain, perhaps. And to bring up a 3rd down and 9.
And that's exactly what they can do when the defensive line does their job. They keep their defensive skill players free to make a play.
Strong crowd here on hand for the Broncos, and a good crowd coming in and watching us here on Spring Hill Sports Live. 2 wide receivers far side. Osborne will be the quarterback up under center. Have a wing to his right, and then Taylor behind him. Send a man in motion. Straight drop, looking right all the way. Lets it fly. He's got his man. It's before the sticks, though, and a good sure tackle by Ryan Paul to drive him back. Caught up at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but it'll be short to bring up a 4th down.
Great job by Ryan Paul keeping the keeping the receiver in front of him. It's okay if he catches it as long as he's not past the 1st down marker.
So Broncos force a punt here on the opening drive. Paul will step back, and Luke Metcalf will come in to return this as well.
For the Broncos, number 1, Luke Metcalf. Number 25, Ryan Paul. Set to kick off for the Panthers, number 10, Landon
It was a
Taylor.
pretty good north wind right before the sun went down, and that is completely dissipated. And a fair catch by Paul, and a good start for the Broncos.
Wonderful.
Offensive keys.
Well, I think the first thing we saw last week that B-Shore can get into the running game, I think he needs to be involved in it in some form or fashion. And we've said this last couple weeks. He has the ability to throw. He has the ability to move. He has those good outside routes that he can hit. Let's see him do it.
And feed the bees. Colton McKenna, Draven Pipkin combining for over 300 yards rushing last week against Ottawa. Broncos will start this one at their own 46-yard line. Here with 9:58 to go in the opening quarter. Turn handoff. That's McKenna, and he's hit initially. It's keeping his feet driving. He'll fall forward across the 5. Or across the 50, rather, in a gain of 4. Then break my second down at 6.
Pretty standard first down play for the Broncos, but it didn't go to Pipkin.
Well, the first.
The Broncos, Paola, 49.
Yeah, did not go to him. Again, McKenna, good bounce out, made a guy miss. Left some laundry out there on that one. Number 5 got flat juked out of there on a little step in, a little stick. Charles Zeller, he's one of their leaders over there, but McKenna kind of made him look silly. It's going to be a gain of about 4 to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
Well, that's the difference between lost yardage and actually making 3rd down extremely manageable for the Bronco offense.
Yeah, because if he got hit, couldn't shake that guy off, that was going to be a loss. Instead, a 3rd manageable here. Turn, handoff again. 3rd carry for McKenna. He's got the first down across the 45. Dragging defenders up near the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and he only needed 1 and a first down for the Broncos.
Great offensive line surge. He didn't even get hit 2 to 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage.
First down and 10 up to the 41-yard line for Spring Hill. Good energy here for the Bronco offense. Balance set, turn, handoff. Now straight drop really. Beshore on play action has to lose one guy. He's able to do that. Still looking downfield to try to bend it and slid out of bounds. Got to let that ball fly. Kind of lost, I think, probably where he was at. If he'd have known he was 4 or 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, he probably flipped that one out of bounds. Instead, it'll be a big loss on the play of about 4 yards. And it'll bring up a second down and 14.
And we haven't seen that very much from Beshore. That's one where he, like you said, either needs to throw it away sooner or commit to the run.
Yeah. So officially a loss of 3. And a second down and 13. Turn, handoff, Pipkin, his first carry of the ball game, bouncing outside. Penalty flag comes in there. That's going to be a hold, and that's going to be called against the Broncos.
There is a flag on the play. Preliminary signal is holding against
Logan Alexander perhaps getting caught on that one. Is he out there? 63, no, 64, 63. Louis Stadler, rather, I think got caught up there getting a hold of their big fella in Wade Inman. Inman, 6'3", 255. He looks the part, number 75 out there.
Sure does.
So bad to worse here after the holding penalty, after the loss of 3 and then a 10-yard holding penalty. We've got a second down and 23.
What play you got written up for that one, BJ?
Draw or screen. Wide receiver near side, 2 to the far side. Pipkin just to the right of Beshore. Straight drop. They'll throw it over the middle. Easy interception. Just not crisp at all on that particular drive after things kind of went south and an early turnover. As that was a very ill-advised pass there over the middle of the defense. Just never seemed to really open up at all. And a first turnover of the ball game is going to be against the Broncos.
And that's unusual. We haven't seen Beshore make those mistakes up to this point. We're over halfway through the season.
So Paola will have excellent opportunity, but that Bronco defense really was stout on the last possession. They will start at their own 43-yard line with 8:22 to play in this opening quarter. Again, the quarterback is Jed Osborne, 6'2", 190. Main running back is Landon Taylor, 6'1", 175. Wide receiver far side, Taylor behind him, and now they'll go to the wristbands. Call the play. Wing to the far side, tight end near side. They'll send Stanchfield in a short motion. Turn, handoff. Taylor's got a good run across the 45, up near the 46-yard line. And it'll be a gain of 3 on the play to bring up a second down and 7.
Carry, number 10, Landon Taylor. Tackle made by number 10, Brandon.
They ride Taylor quite a bit. They're out the season. Taylor,
2nd and 7.
62 carries coming into this one, 375 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also has 12 catches for 205 yards and 3 TDs. So he's been a weapon for them, kind of their main driver offensively. First-year head coach Mike Smith for Paola. Paola has had, as I run off the left side, a gain of about 1 for Taylor. They've had 3 head coaches, with Coach Smith being in his first year, and he's been on staff for a long time as well, man. Talk about being able to just keep on going.
Yeah.
50 years, two different coaches.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
Mike Dumper retiring, hanging him up for the first time, one of the legends in the state of Kansas high school football. Paola, one of the winningest programs in high school football history in the state of Kansas, I think top 5. And that's a good part of Coach Lee and Coach Dumper's 50-year legacy. Turn, handoff, or nope, rather play action, flip it outside. He's got his man, but can't make the catch as Zeller unable to reel it in. And that'll be a 4th down just inside your own territory.
Number 34.
I would say at this point of the season, this is probably one you go for. We'll see. Nope, they're going to go ahead and punt it. It's early in this game. And
Play the field position
in
game.
punt formation, number 10, Landon Taylor. Back deep for the
Yeah, that was a
Broncos,
pretty
number
well
1, Luke
thrown
Metcalf.
ball. It
Number 25, Brian
just didn't make
Paul.
the catch, but Paul did a good job again keeping the receiver in front of him. So even if he had caught it, it probably still wouldn't have been a first down.
Ryan Paul back to return as along with Metcalf. Line drive to Metcalf. This is returnable at the 17-yard line, up across the 30, up near the 32-yard line, and that's where the Broncos. So you give up the interception, but the defense has been stout. No harm, no foul?
Yep. Basically, they're just kind of trading punts, trading possessions right now, and kind of feeling each other out.
33, 1st and 10 Broncos.
They'll start at the 33-yard line here, 6:57 to go in this first quarter. Broncos coming off a big win last week against Ottawa. Started that one with an onside kick, and really they rode that energy whistle to whistle.
Oh, they sure did. 'Cause that's what they needed. They needed that after the last couple weeks.
Pipkin will be the running back just to the left of B-Shore. Tied in near side is D'Albini. Turn, handoff, Pipkin. Driving forward, he'll pick up a few. And again, a good push. You see where that line is ending out there, 5 yards into the secondary.
Yeah, they were 3 yards ahead of Pipkin.
On the stop, number 75, Wade Inman.
He's got 4 yards on first down. It'll pick up a 2nd down and 6.
6 for the Broncos at their own 37.
2 tight end set with D'Albini and Jara. Metcalf near side. Actually, that's Kirshner. Turn, handoff again. Pipkin trying to find that hole up near the 40-yard line. Going to be just shy of it at the 39. It'll be a gain of 2 and bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Tackle made by number 57, K.O. Murdoch.
3rd down and 4, we'll call it.
3rd and 4 for the Broncos at their own 39.
Broncos in those home purple tops with white bottoms, looking sharp with some gold numerals. Panthers intimidating black helmets and black numerals with white on white. I like a white on white uni. 3rd down and 4. Wide receiver far side, 2 to the near side. Shotgun set for B-Shore with McKenna to his left. Now flushed. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. Once his man makes the catch, the flag comes out there. It'll be a 1st down momentarily. We'll see where the penalty, where that flag was thrown, there was nobody really there. Up to the 45-yard line, rather. It'll be a 1st down. We'll see. A 6-yard completion and no flag.
Waved it off. Okay.
So a 1st down for the Broncos.
Good recovery by B-Shore on that. That's a difficult route to throw, and he did a good job connecting for a 1st down after the interception.
1st and 10 Broncos.
So they needed 5. They got a little more than that. Or they needed 4, and they got about 6 on that one. And that's enough for a 1st down. Just across the 45 to the 47-yard line. We'll give them 7 on it. 2 wide receivers far side. Running backs to either side of B-Shore. Turn handoff, it's Pipkin. And he'll fall forward for a gain of a couple.
Carry number 2, Draven Pipkin.
And they bring up a 2nd down and 8.
I feel like their offense is most lethal when we see McKenna and Pipkin in the backfield at the same time. I think it confuses the defense because both of them have had some success this year.
McKenna comes out momentarily. Jackson Torres will check into the ball game.
2nd and 8 for the Broncos.
He trips to the far side. Paola defense is probably the strength of their team, and the strength of that is likely up front. But they're still young. Low swing pass outside for Torres, and he's spun down. Good open field tackle there for the Panthers. That was Zeller. It'll be a gain of a couple for Torres, but it'll be a one after all that.
Charles Zeller.
This is a good open field tackle by Paola. Torres is a load to bring down, even though he's only a sophomore.
Broncos on 49.
Big 3rd down here for the Broncos in this opening quarter. 4:41 to go in it. Bunch set to the far side. Actually, bunch set both sides. This is an interesting formation here. All tied in there on third down. Set up for a screen, perhaps. No, throw it out here. He's got his man. Hangs up there. Good pass by B-Shore. And caught up to the 40-yard line. It's an 11-yard connection to Junior Jara. And the Broncos pick up another first down on third down.
Jara did a great job getting just enough separation to connect on that throw. Good effort by both quarterback and receiver.
11-yard gain for the Broncos and another kind of a nail-biting third down, but able to get it through the air. That's a tough pass to make on the run a little bit, and the wide receiver coming across the entire formation, getting open. Two tight end again. Twins to the far side. McCanna's in the backfield. The handoff. He's got a little bit of room on the outside edge. He slips through the defense. He's off to the races at the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Touchdown. 40-yard scamper by Colton McCanna, and the Broncos strike first.
What a good effort by McCanna. First of all, the blocking was perfect, but that cut he made from the backside, and it was just all speed getting to the end zone.
Disappeared for a moment and then scored it out, and there he was.
Yep.
A 40-yard run, a 7-play drive. The Broncos convert on a couple of third downs to keep it alive, and a beautiful drive for Coach Feeback and the Broncos.
And that's the big play the Broncos have kind of been in search for off and on throughout the year. They haven't had a whole lot.
The AT on its way from Jackson is up and good. The Broncos on the board. 7-0, 3:55 to play in the first quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
About 7 plays, 67 yards, capped off on a 40-yard touchdown run by Colton McCanna. 3:55 to go here in this first quarter. The Broncos have the lead, 7-0 after a Ryan Jackson PAT. Boy, they had some adversity in that. You remember they had lost yardage, and
They sure did.
they had a holding penalty. They had an interception already in this game, but able to battle back. And
What's most impressive is B-Shore was able to connect on a couple passes after an INT.
yeah, and good passes, hard ones.
Yeah.
Another touchback by Jackson. That's a nice little weapon to have in your back pocket. They'll have it for a little while with that young man.
First and 10 for the
3:55 to go first quarter. Panthers back on the field offensively. Have not really been able to generate much. 2 3-and-outs to begin this one. They've racked up 12 yards of offense in their 2 drives. And this is drive number 3 here for the Panthers. They will start at their own 20-yard line. Two wide receivers far side. He'll send a man in motion. That's Zeller. Toss sweep for Taylor. Trying to bounce to the edge, and he's got it. And James Newton, big tackle there because if he's got some speed, and that's actually one of the notes the broadcasters made to me was Taylor's very good and has done a nice job, just doesn't necessarily have that breakaway speed on the outside edge. It's still going to be a nice run of 13 yards on first down, and they'll move the chains. First time they've had a first down of the game.
38.
Defensive backs, cornerbacks responsibility. Outside contained, got to stay outside. It's easy to get sucked in when you see the play going, but if the guy pops it out, luckily we've got some speed back there to be able to make up.
Newton, a good game last week, 6 tackles, including a tackle for loss in that one. Toss sweep, far side Taylor, got the edge again. And another big run on that far right side. They like to run to that heavy side. And it'll be a gain of about, say, 8 on first down. And we're going to second down and 2.
Knocked out of bounds at the Paola 46. Second and 2.
Panthers having the most success they've had offensively here in these first 2 plays. 2 wide receivers far side. Broncos want to get this stop. Don't let them get a little bit of momentum back. 2 men in the backfield. He'll turn handoff. First guy through is a fullback. And he'll drive forward. That's what a fullback should do right there.
Absolutely.
It's a gain of 4. And it'll be a first down for the Panthers as Clayton Younger, he's one of those guys that's been in there as well and had plenty of carries this season, about half as many as those other leading tacklers, but a gain of about 6, and he'll pick up a first down.
Like you said, that's what a fullback does. They come in, change of pace, make the play when they need to.
Just across midfield, just inside Spring Hill territory for the first time tonight. Zeller is in the slot, wide receiver far side as well. Again, 2 men in the backfield. This time, ball on the floor. Loose ball, I think the Broncos have it. Somebody was coming in there late unless Taylor was able to jump on it, and he was. Somebody was coming in a hurry. I believe it was Trig Smith was almost there, but it will be just end up being a loss of 1 in the stat book, but a heart attack for Coach Smith and the Panthers. Back inside their own territory, just barely by a ball length on a 2nd down and 11.
You know, when you have all the misdirection offensively and, the quarterback's rotating, reversing out like that, if you don't have it down perfectly, fumbles can happen.
This time an I formation. Straight drop play action. Coverage downfield, very good. Nice job by Ryan Paul to stay in coverage for the Broncos. Paul, the 5'8", 135-pound junior, breaks that one up, and nobody over the top.
That was well played, really was. He trailed right behind him, had his hands in the right spot, didn't make contact.
Pass was intended for Jace Curley, 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore, and a 3rd down and 11. Same formation. Play action. Somebody just got driven way back there. Nearly was caught. That was put in a pretty good spot there by Osborne. But Mark Debiak put an offensive lineman back in the lap, basically, of Osborne, and he wasn't able to step into that throw at all.
Good thing that pass happened when it did, because it would have been a second longer. I think the defensive back would have ran right through the receiver. He didn't even know it was thrown. I don't know that the receiver knew it was thrown until it was in his hands.
Taylor's the punter as well. He's kind of a do-everything guy. He'll do kind of a rugby-style punt here. Broncos, it's kind of straight traditional punt, but not great. Metcalf going to field this one dangerously. He'll be brought down at the 30-yard line. That's where the Broncos will start. So another punt. 3 punts to begin things for Paola. 1:29 to play in this first quarter. And the Broncos trying to answer back, or strike back, actually, after they've already hit on their last drive. The last one went 67 yards on 7 plays and a 40-yard Colton McKenna touchdown run. They like to do the same here. Getting a good push up front by that offensive line.
Absolutely.
That's been
huge.
So far, I'd say the story for the Broncos is the aggressiveness of the O-line.
And the Paola defensive line is their strength, so that's a good sign moving forward.
Turn, handoff, Pipkin. And, boy, on cue, it's a sieve of Panthers coming through that offensive line.
Pipkin did a good job just getting back to the line of scrimmage on that one. He might have actually squeaked out a half yard.
Pipkin a little bit shaken up. He comes up, hobbling on that right foot, his or leg, right lower extremity.
Yeah, right something or other.
And
official timeout.
That's a tough loss if he's not able to get back to the game. We'll kind of keep an eye on too.
2nd and 10 for the Broncos at their own 30.
Where there's lightning, there must be thunder, right?
That's right. That's right.
2 wide receivers, now 3, as Torres will be the one closest to the line of scrimmage. McKenna will be in. He'll be to the left of B-Short. Turn, handoff, McKenna. Up across the 35. It's a gain of 5, maybe 6 on the.
Tackle made by number 57.
That's a good problem to have, though, when you have to share carries like he and McKenna do. You have a guy you can go with.
3rd and 5 the Broncos at their own 35.
Officially a 5-yard gain on. This will be the final play, likely of the first quarter. This is a pass on 3rd down and 5. Turn, handoff. No need to pass, but you got this guy. Try to get a first down. We'll see if he did. He lowers his shoulder. He's got the first down.
What an effort.
Knew where he needed to get, and he did. And it's a gain of 8 on a 3rd down and 5 and another 3rd down conversion by the Broncos.
What an effort by McKenna. He just said, I'm going to dive, and whatever happens to my body happens.
Broncos 8 of 11 on 3rd down last week. They're putting up a similar effort here in the first quarter of this one. They will go ahead and run another play. Why not? They don't have to necessarily, but they will. Be short turn, handoff. Nope, pass it outside. He's got Torres on the edge. Torres has got a little bit of running room. Got to squeak through. It's a gain of 10.
Pass completed to number 9, Jackson Torres.
They say he was down before the ball came out, I guess.
Tackle
I don't
maybe
know if I
number
saw the
10,
ball come out.
Landon
Yeah,
Taylor.
look at Carter Meek.
That's the end of
Look
the
where Carter
first
Meek's at.
quarter.
That's the offensive line 10 yards down the
That's
field, making that play. That's the end of one, and a good one to end on for Torres, a 10-yard reception. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Bronco football on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Just missed one play there coming out of that first quarter break. Quick turnaround there for them. It's a 4-yard run by McKenna. And they've got a 2nd down and 6. Do the Broncos inside Panther territory. Wide receiver near side, Metcalf. Kirshner to the far side. McKenna behind B short. Play action, rolling, B short. Got to break contain. Stansfield giving chase. He'll flip it out, and it's intercepted. What a beauty by Landon Taylor. Intended for D'Albini, but that was a beauty as he comes sliding across there. Not exactly what they wanted, and Tyson B short just gave up his 2nd INT.
That's a tough throw to make, running opposite field like that, throwing with your right hand. That is really difficult to make. He didn't set his feet very well.
And it still was almost where it needed to be.
That's what I was going to say. It almost made it. You know, you got to have pretty good arm strength to be able to do that one. And split second, it'd have been a complete pass. But a good play by Paola for sure.
2nd turnover of the game. Broncos facing a little bit of adversity. Raven Pipkins over on the table getting an ankle looked at. See if they go to the tape or the ice. Went to the ice. Toss sweep far side, Landon Taylor. Stroked on the far edge. Coming there to make that play is Hagen Whitcraft.
On the carry, number 10, Landon Taylor.
Whitcraft, 3rd straight week. He's had a couple good games strung in a row.
On the stop, number 31,
Definitely likes
Noah
to hit.
Anderson. 2nd and 9 for the Panthers.
Was a sideline guy for Pittsburgh State for 10 years, and when they throw the bag ice and wrap it up, that's usually done for the night anyway. So I may not see Raven Pipkin again this evening. I would not look for it.
Next week.
McCann had 30 carries last week. He might have more than that tonight. Turn, handoff, another good open field tackle, keeping things in front of you. Good execution by the Panthers. It's a gain of 5. Tackle made by Whitcraft again.
Number 16, Jace Curley.
And 3rd down and 5.
3rd and 5 for the Panthers at their own 41.
3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. Yeah. Straight drop for Osborne. They get a little double move and got Whitcraft. He's coming up hard. That's good coaching from the booth.
Sure is.
If Whitcraft's being so aggressive, do a little double move, a little stop action, and put it right where it needed to be. A good ball by Osborne.
Yeah, well called.
Needed 5 and got way more than that. Inside Bronco territory now up to the 43-yard line. A gain of about 13.
Whitcraft will learn though. That's now he's seen it. Now he's seen both, so he can still keep him in front of him, but look for that double move.
1st down and 10 for the Panthers. Flip a wing. Turn, handoff, Taylor. Trig Smith
On the carry, number 10, Landon Taylor.
making that play, I believe, or TFL.
Whole
Was
host of
Smith.
Bodies flying all over the place.
And
on that
TFL,
one.
both on top of that
Tackled by
one.
number 66.
Actually, it was
Keanu.
Keanu.
Second and 9 for the Panthers at Spring Hill 42.
So a gain of 1 on that run by Taylor. Bronco defense has been pretty stout so far against the run game. Run defense has been pretty consistent. It's been the pass game that's hurt them here at times. Straight drop for Osborne. Lets it fly. And Paul will make the stop after a completion up. Just going to be just short of a first down. It's a gain of 8. On the completion to the other side.
16,
Again, they get it to Curley.
Tackle made by number 25, Ryan Paul.
And it'll be a third down and very short up to the 34-yard line.
It's kind of unusual to see Paola throwing this much, to be honest, but I think they know what they need to do to exploit the Spring Hill D.
Penalty flag. This is going to cost them. They're going to have it's going to be a legal motion. I would say on the quarterback, possibly moving forward with the ball before it was snapped. That's not legal.
Nope.
And we'll see. It'll be a legal procedure of some kind, is my guess, and this will cost them. It'll be go from third down and 1 to third down and 5. And frustration there from the big fella.
Illegal procedure against the Panthers.
And if it's not on the quarterback, it should have been. It's a good idea. What they were doing is trying to rush to the line of scrimmage,
Sure.
and as his rush to the line of scrimmage, he was kind of already leaning before that ball was snapped.
Can't do that.
And it was a loss of 5, and that's just teams that are 2 and 3. It could have been 4 and 1. It's stuff like that. Boy, we know it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's third down and a long 5. Bronco defense try to get off the field here, and they'll give it right back.
Once again.
I mean, all the words I just said. Just say it. Just
say it
rewind
again.
right now. Go back and play.
Yep.
Starts about the 106 mark of the the broadcast. Go back. And that's why we think this is going to be a competitive game, and it already has been. Broncos have given up 2 turnovers here in the first half of this one, but trying to overcome it. And right back to where we were a moment ago. Third down and short. Osborne will get about her center. He's got a fullback with Younger. And Taylor the tailback. Turn, handoff, Younger. Nope, he'll hold it. Well, the quarterback to that read. He's got the first down up near the 30. He just needed about a half yard. He got 2 yards on it.
Number 11, Jet Osborne.
And Osborne will pick up the first down on a 3-yard plunge. This is the most sustained drive they've had so far. Coming up on play number 7 for the Panthers.
That was a wise move by Paola to put the quarterback under center, I believe.
Agreed. Although I will always agree to that.
I know the argument is that that's what they're used to in being in the gun, but
yeah, you got to be able to go under center. Pressure coming, lets it fly. Good ball by Osborne. It's going to be a connection up to
Pass complete, number 16,
the guy they found him so far, Jace Curley. It's a gain of 9. It'll bring up a second down and 1.
D-line almost got there. They're a split second away, but just good release by the Paola quarterback.
Yeah, pretty good timing all the way around there on the connection.
Sure.
He kind of rise, and the wide receiver was there and delivered on time. 7:04 to go, first half. Swift moving first half. They take plenty of time off the play clock here as they'll look to the wristband again. Younger, the fullback. Turn, handoff, Taylor. Hit back there, and that was Brandon Richardson. Boy, that is going to be a beautiful play to go watch on film.
Tackle made by number 10.
That was
RJ Dominic coming in as well. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No, that was textbook how it was supposed to be. The flow from the linebackers, the defensive line held their ground. Great play all around.
Well, he came right off that O-line. He scraped it close, so it's hard to block him because you kind of don't know where he's at, and he made good contact and made that stop. That was a second down and very short 1, and now it'll bring up a third down and short 1. Again, the quarterback going to try to pull up in there. He'll get the first down just across the 20-yard line, or up to the 20-yard line. And he needed just a half yard again and got 2.
Tackle made by number 10, Brandon Richardson.
Under center quarterback sneak and short yardage is just really difficult
Hard
to
to stop.
First and 10 Panthers at Spring Hill 20.
Needed 1, got 2, and a first down across, right up just shy, rather, of the 20-yard line, just outside the red zone. Halfway through this second quarter. Deep back is Taylor again. They'll get it left side. Not much doing there. Broncos stout again. Richardson right at the point of attack. Brandon Richardson putting in a couple of pretty good years. He was the leading tackler a year ago. And I would say pound for pound, you're not going to find much more.
Well, keep in mind, last year he had a broken arm for half the year and played with a club.
Mm-hmm. And he was doing real good going into that injury.
Sure.
2 wide receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Excuse me, 2 wide receivers far, nobody to the near side, tight end near side. Straight drop, looking, throws underneath. Another very well covered. Read that one all the way, did Hagen Whitcraft, and dropped him for a loss. They're going to give him some forward progress, actually, up to the 19.
Number 34, Hagen Whitcraft.
3rd and long here, I'd look for that
3rd and 8.
Double move from the wide receiver. Haven't done much in the running game. See if they can catch the Broncos being aggressive.
3rd down and 8. Zeller will be the slot. Curley will be the wideout. Younger, the fullback. Taylor, the tailback. And Osborne will get under center, but a timeout, I believe, going to be taken? Yes.
Timeout.
Only 2 seconds left on the play clock. They were looking at a possible delay game. Timeout taken. We'll take it. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook. Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
3rd down and 8. And a big one here. Straight drop. Osborne throws it over the middle. It is caught, I believe. Those wide receivers have done him good here tonight. But it will be shy of a 1st down.
I don't know if it was a catch because Spring Hill has the ball. But apparently it is.
Well, a big one. 4th down. Broncos have not touched the ball in this much in this second quarter. They have about 1:29 of it, and this is minute 7 of this drive. An 8-yard connection. Toss sweep far side Taylor. Coming up field, he's got the 1st down, and he's up near the 5-yard line. Up to the 6 is where they'll mark that one, and it's a gain of 7 for Taylor. And a 1st down.
1st and goal.
Caught
the Panthers, 5-yard line.
Interior defense. Everybody was thinking they were going to go between the tackles, popped it outside. Good game.
1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Bronco defense going to give them a free 5 or half the distance here. It'll be 1st and goal from the 3 in a moment, as offsides penalty against Spring Hill.
Well, that's a situational thing right now, right there. Why are jumping offsides in this situation right here? It's 1st down. More than likely, the offense isn't going to try to do a hard count to get you off the ball.
1st down and goal from the 3. Turn handoff, nothing doing. Bronco defense stout. In fact, probably a loss on the play.
On a carry, number 26,
Brandon Richardson again. Noah Anderton coming up and filling that hole as well. And it will be a loss of about a half yard. "13 plays. This is the 14th play of this drive.
It's been impressive.
that started with 11:19 on the clock at their own 31-yard line. Toss sweep, far side again, Taylor. And again, Noah Anderton. I just,
what a good job.
Physics don't make sense. Because Noah Anderton just continues to impress. 5'9", 165. Landon Taylor,
3-yard line.
6'1", 175. You're giving up 10 pounds, and they've got a head of speed, and you're able to just kind of stop them dead in their tracks. That's just good fundamental football.
Absolutely. Well, and the linebackers for the Broncos came in and filled perfectly to help out their teammate.
Big third down here. I'm not sure what the kicking game has to store.
They're going to have to take another timeout if they don't get a play, though.
They will take their second timeout of this drive that has gone on for almost 9 minutes and 3 seconds is what we're into on this drive. We'll take the timeout with them. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Bronco fans can find us at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2015. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Here we go, third down and goal from the 3-yard line. Hustle to the line of scrimmage. Toss sweep again for Taylor. Broncos have been there each time, and they're there again. You could keep trying. This time it's James Newton leading the charge, and those linebackers are right behind him in Anderton and Richardson. They had first and goal at the 3, and they're looking at a fourth and goal at the 4. They're hustling to the line of scrimmage. Under 2 minutes to play. And I tell you, if this goes this long and doesn't end at any points, it doesn't really matter.
That's right.
And on this drive, it's been -1, 0, -1. Down here in the goal line. Fourth down. Throw it over the top. Great play call.
Absolutely. That was perfect. Caught an aggressive defense. Little pop pass.
The old slip into the back end, up that seam. That play works when you're at the 50. That play works when you're at the goal line. And it worked right there on the Broncos. And they cap off a 16-play drive, 69 yards on a pass to Landon Taylor of 3, we'll call it 4 yards. And now the point after attempt forthcoming.
Did a good job drawing the safety away from the center of the field.
Ooh. Made it. Just barely slipped it over the upright.
Sure did.
Inside the upright in the bar. And that is going to match this one up at 7 apiece. Beautiful drive for Paola. The Broncos have a little bit of time to try to answer as we head to halftime. Michael Graham, Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show coming up in just a little bit. We got your halftime. We'll show some of the band as well. We'll keep it right here for this chains of possession. But so far, Broncos are those 2 turnovers. That one results in points.
Yeah, and that was just a brutal drive. I mean, the defense, at times, they looked really, really good, really solid. But, credit to Paola. They mixed it up really well offensively between the pass and the run, the inside and outside. Just a very well-conceived drive for Paola.
They had to overcome a few things as well. They had no play. They had one run in that drive. No, it was a pass. They had one play that was double-digit play.
Yeah.
So they had a 13-yard pass, and that was the only big play they had. They had a couple of negative ones, but just kept overcoming it. And the Broncos, that bend, but don't break. Sometimes you bend, and break. Fielded at the 15-yard line by Metcalf. Over across the 30 will be a 17-yard return by Metcalf. A 16-play, 69-yard drive that took over 9 minutes off the clock.
That's amazing.
Ball be placed at the Broncos 32, 1st and 10.
So the Broncos will start this one. Minute 36, you've got all 3 timeouts. I think they can be as aggressive as they want to be here. You also have a sophomore quarterback who's thrown 2 interceptions already in this first half as well.
Yeah, you want to make sure you keep his psyche strong going into the second half. You still got a lot of football left to be played today.
Be short. Oh, a little draw up inside, a little pump fake and a draw for McKenna, and he's going to go up to the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7 on first down.
Tripped up on number 57, Kale Murdoch.
And it's a fun little play there. Well, I'm not sure if we've seen that one yet. A little fake pass draw. Clock continues to run with a minute 12. B-Shore flushed. Looks down the field. He's got a man wide open. D'Albini steps out of bounds. Cooper's got another chance at that one. He might decide to turn it up the field a little bit. There wasn't a lot out there, but wisely does and stops the clock.
Yeah, it wasn't worth getting the extra 2 yards that he maybe could have got, maybe 3. Gets out of bounds. Clock at this point is more important.
Straight drop again for B-Shore. Now flush. Now flips it out there for McKenna, and lucky that one was not caught. And we'll stop the clock with right at 60 seconds to play in this first half.
Second and 10 for the Broncos.
So second down and 10 with 1 minute to play first half. 7-7 ball game here from Spring Hill. 2 wide receivers far side, 2 to the near side. McKenna trying to tie his shoes. That's why I like Velcro. McKenna just to his right. B-Shore throws it over. He's got D'Albini again out of bounds. Might be able to run that play all the way down the field.
Sure.
It's a gain of 8. Right at midfield, just across at the 49-yard line inside Panther territory.
D'Albini definitely has a height advantage on that one, so that's something they can exploit against the shorter defensive backfield for Paola.
Stops the clock with 48 seconds. Turn handoff McKenna. Trying to find a little bit of a seam. He'll get the first down across the 45 up near the 41-yard line. They'll stop the clock momentarily to move the chains.
Tackle made by
And
number
that was an
20,
8-yard run.
Cooper Stanchfield. 1st and 10 Broncos. Paola 41.
2 wide receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Straight drop, 35 seconds to play. Flip it down the field. And this one intended for Kirshner, unable to bring it down, and incomplete will stop the clock.
For number 4, Bryce Kirshner. 2nd and 10 for the Broncos.
Trying to get something. In fact, starting to look at maybe field goal territory. Obviously, we've seen
they've got a kicker that can do it.
Jackson's got the leg. Three wide receivers far side, 1 to the near side. McKenna just to the left of B-Shore. Straight drop. Plenty of time. Offensive line doing their part. Now he'll step up, looking downfield. He'll flip it out of bounds and able to stay alive, hopefully, as he had lots of defenders on top of him, including a big fella.
Showing some strength there, though. Just getting the ball out.
3rd and 10 for the Broncos at the Paola 41.
Number 44, Carson Martin. That can't be right. That dude is not 5'10", 190, and a freshman. 144, I don't think. He looks like he's about 6'4". That's why it's not 44, it's 40. I'm going to have to buy those binoculars. They don't have a 40 on this roster. A timeout's going to be taken by the Broncos. With 25 seconds to play, we'll take it along with them. We're back in 30 seconds.
Oh, hi, honey. Hi, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I won't be able to make it today. I have way too much homework, and you don't have enough internet.
Oh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I need more internet in my house.
Well, you could have just called, right?
Oh.
Call Go Brawley today.
.25 seconds to play here in this first quarter. 7-7, Broncos and Panthers. In this Frontier League battle, B.J. Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo here in Spring Hill. Broncos trying to get within field goal range, 25 seconds. They've got, that was actually Paola taking that timeout. Broncos still have 3. Screen, McKenna, holding penalty, forthcoming. That'll be the second time tonight. And I believe it's Stadler going to get called for that infraction. And it was coming away from him, too. He was on that far side. Probably didn't even need to hold, but it's just instinctive.
Holding against the Broncos.
Well, now you're looking at possibly being aggressive, getting to that field goal territory, to just trying to get back to the first stick.
You know what we haven't done yet that would be a good play is a double pass from this quarterback to that quarterback.
44. Timeout, Broncos.
Broncos now take a timeout. Well, we'll just keep it right here. Broncos back in action coming up next Friday. We'll have that for you as Spring Hill host Fort Scott right back here at the Shack. Paola's going to be at Bonner Springs next week. That one against Fort Scott. Fort Scott struggling just a little bit. Should be an opportunity for the Broncos to pick them a win, but they'd like to go into that with a head of steam. Again, coming up on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, we'll recap this first half. We've got your Supreme Mechanical Solutions stat. We'll show the performance from the band as well, and get you set for second half action here from Spring Hill and what I expect to be a pretty good one down the stretch.
Absolutely.
The 2 wide receivers far side. D'Albini's in the slot. Kirshner the wide out. Metcalf and Torres to the near side. Torres is in the slot. McCann just left a B-shore on a 3rd down and a country mile on 17 seconds to play. They'll run that draw. What'd I say? Screen or draw? Now McCann breaking tackles. Got to bounce outside. Trying to make guys miss. Good block from D'Albini. They're going to call a block in the back. It was not. I saw it.
On the carry, number 5, Colton
It looked like it could have been, and he kind of short-armed it anyways. He could have really done it.
That's an anticipatory call by the official, in my opinion. They're calling it because they think it's going to happen.
Well, now the Broncos, a little bit of a decision to make. They could decline that penalty. If I was Paola, maybe decline that penalty and make them run a 4th down play. If you bring up another 3rd down, they'll be able to run the rest of this clock off, and that's exactly what will happen.
By the Spring Hill Broncos is declined.
So the pass will count to D'Albini.
4th and 16 for the Broncos. Paola, 47.
The run will count for McKenna. And now they will run on the punt team.
Number 60, Carson Royal.
Royal, his first action of the night in the punt game.
No mistakes.
Area of concern early in the season. Likely cost him a game at Tonganoxie. They've shored that up here the last couple of weeks. Really got to get this one away and make a tackle, and it should go to halftime. Good punt by Royal. That'll take a good roll, and that should end it all. That's a beauty.
Fantastic punt.
Carson Royal down to the 6-yard line.
Punt is down inside.
About a 40-yard punt, 41-yard punt by Royal, and that's the end of the half. And a low-scoring affair here. Each team's had their fair share of mistakes. Each team's had their fair share of successes. We've got enough to talk about here as we do kick off the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. We'll do that next when we return on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
Back out here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. BJ Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo. We'll turn it over to the best band in the land, Spring Hill Marching Broncos. pretty much settles that. This is my 21st year in broadcasting. I've done about 10 to 12 high school football games a year, so you're looking at 240 high school football games, and probably my career just in high school. That was the best halftime performance I probably have ever seen. That was incredible. We're in the midst of the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. Plenty to talk about here on the halftime as the Broncos and the Panthers are knotted up at 7 here at the break. We'll come back, run you through this one, and take a look at your halftime stats. All that still to come here on the Michael Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
You've been in there over 30 minutes. You don't pay the water bill, get out.
Wouldn't it be great if you could control your internet usage like other utilities?
I can.
No, I mean if you could control how much usage there was so you could save yourself money, like with water.
Yeah, I know. I already can with Go Brawley.
Oh, well, now you can. With the all-new app from Go Brawley, you'll have complete control from anywhere. Visit GoBrawley.com to learn more.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Back here on the Mike Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, BJ Harris, Matt Jones, Caden Carbajo here at the break. Here's how we got to where we are, looking right now at a 7-7 score at the half. The Broncos and the Panthers. Panthers would start this game with the ball. They go 3 and out. Spring Hill would have their drive, 4 plays and an interception, the first of what would be 2 for Tyson Beshore. Panthers get it back 3 and out. Pretty quick, rapid-moving game so far. Spring Hill would get their drive and the one they scored on at their own 33-yard line. They would go 7 plays, 67 yards, capped off on a 40-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna. 3:55 to play in the first quarter. The PAT was good by Ryan Jackson. It was 7-0. Paola punt. Spring Hill get it back. Another interception. So an interception, then a touchdown, then an interception in that first half. At 11:19 to play, the Broncos throw it away, give it back to Paola, and that's when the half would disappear. Paola would start at their own 31-yard line with that 11:19 on the scoreboard, and they would go 16 plays, 69 yards, no play except for one over 10 yards, and a 4-yard touchdown pass on 4th down and goal at the 4-yard line. After they had 1st and goal at the 3-yard line on that drive, they cap it off on that 4th down play with 1:46. They took over 9 minutes off the clock, and it was 7-7 at that point. And then Spring Hill would start at their own 32. They were able to run 5 plays. eventually punt it, and that was the last play of the half. So that's a pretty quick recap. Take a look at our stats. Halftime stats, the thermostats brought to you by Supreme Mechanical Solutions. When your thermostat is too hot or too cold, call Supreme Mechanical Solutions. And learn more about those folks at smsofkc.com. Check them out on Facebook or call 913-433-4567. Again, your halftime stats brought to you by Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Well, here's how we had it. Not too difficult, really, for this one, and not real eye-popping numbers like we had a week ago, and didn't have to get out my fingers and toes and all that to count this stuff up as bad. Colton Mechanic continues to impress, nearly 100 yards. He'll certainly have that over 100 yards again here tonight if all things go well. 89 yards on 10 carries and 1 touchdown. Draven Pipkin, rough night for him and out with an injury. Do not expect him to come back as he had just 4 carries and 8 yards in that first half before he had to leave the game. Tyson Beshore, 5 of 7, his only incompletions, 2 interceptions. So technically completion still. 30 yards through the air for Beshore as well. His targets tonight, 2 catches for Cooper D. Albini for 12 yards, 1 for Junior Jara, converting a 3rd down, 11 yards. Jackson Torres with 11 yards as well on 2 catches. And Bryce Kirshner, he dropped 1 as well, actually. So that would be 3. So maybe 5 of 8 on that. And Beshore just 1 carry for negative 3 yards. Those are your halftime stats brought to you by Supreme Mechanical Solution. We'll take another quick break. Second half coming your way next on Spring Hill Sports Live.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home, all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
It's different now.
Back out here on the Mike Grand Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show for about 1 more second as we get ready to go into the second half of this one. The Broncos and the Panthers. Broncos will get the ball to start this second half. That's pretty consequential, I think, in this ball game that's been low scoring. And they'll go back to kick it away. It'll be a short one, little pooch kick. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Broncos. That was dangerous for sure. With Mechanic being forced into full-time running back duty, he is not back to return. He has not been back to return punts tonight as well and hadn't been back to return kickoffs. That was the first time, or second time they've done that tonight. And so Spring Hill will start this drive. Good field position at their own 36-yard line.
It's a good thing that was so close to the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah, real good. Real good thing. little bit of a taste of their own medicine. Broncos did that last week with an onside kick, and then they had a little pooch kick that landed and got them a free possession again in that one. First drive of the second half for the Broncos as we kick things off here. Turn, handoff, McKenna. And they go two-back set. They bring in Noah Anderton.
I was going to say, Anderton's back there at the opposite running back, isn't he?
I haven't seen that, I don't believe.
We're stumped.
Tackle made to number 67, Eli Richmond.
So Anderton going to come in at running back for the injured Draven Pipkin. Again, he left early in the game with a foot injury appeared as they put some ice and wrap that up. Gain of 2 on the run for McKenna. Handoff again this time, trying to find the edge. You'll find that seam and decide to drive forward. And it will be a gain of about 2.5 yards. Moving across the 40-yard line up to the 41-yard line, bring up a third down and short 5.
And it's an interesting call coming up here. Do you put Bishore in the position to try to get a clutch first down? He had the 2 INTs.
Well, we didn't, other than the interceptions, the passes have been good on the spot and where they need to be. Yep. So it's easy to kind of shake those loose, and I'm sure there's somebody telling him that, hey, everything else is looking good, just take care of the football. He'll do it right here on third down, let it flow. A little comeback for Metcalf, and broadcaster's curse as I say everything's been right on the key. That one was not, a little low and away. Metcalf ran a good route, was open, but not able to convert.
Play number 1, J.D. Troutman. Brings up a 4th and 4 for the Broncos.
So Troutman, that's a Pitt State name.
So is Harris. So is Jones.
Well, very true. Well, Jones is probably insert.
Yeah, definitely.
Anywhere.
Definitely. Kiera Jones, he was a good one.
Deep for the Panthers, number 1, J.D. Troutman.
Trackster.
Landon Taylor.
So a 4th down and punting situation here. Royal had a good one to end the first half. And this one will take another good roll as well. Well, then it started to come back to us.
That's backspin on it.
Yep, that's where it'll start. So the Broncos punt it away, and now Paola will come out. Who's going to break serve on this one? Both teams have scored with sustained drives of 60 yards plus. Other than that, it's been a defensive battle here in this one. They'll start at their own 29-yard line.
And it's really difficult to say what do the Broncos need to do on defense. Well, Paola mixed it up so well on that really long drive. They did a little bit of everything. Nothing really stood out.
9-minute and 34-second drive that last time. They had a big one. Hand off Taylor, and he's going to be rocked. Trigg Smith covering some ground from the outside. Closes that one off of Brandon Richardson. And left side, Anderton coming up and Severine on that play. A loss of 2, and Newton making the play as well. 2-yard, not loss, but a 2-yard gain, rather, for Taylor. And it'll bring up a second down and 8.
These binoculars are going to come in handy.
I don't know if I can do it. 2 wide receivers near side. That's why I have glasses, actually. I was doing a game one time on the far side, and I couldn't see the numbers. I was like, I don't think that's normal. Turn, hand off the fullback, Younger. And big, strong guy going to barrel forward. He worked for every one of those 3 yards. And it'll be a third down and 5.
On the carry, number 26, Clayton Younger. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers at their own 34.
Uh-oh. Far side stick got reset.
They're confused.
Boom, boom, 3.
There they go.
2 wide receivers on the near side. Slot is Zeller. Wide out near side is had a couple of catches, Jace Curley. 3rd down and 5. Quarterback keeper, and there is.
Well played.
Yep, nice play there by Mark Debiak, getting a hold of him and getting beyond him. Keanu Tiafau was there at the point of attack, and then Debiak able to come from behind him. And they give him 1 yard on the play.
I don't know how he got that 1 yard. I'm pretty sure he got tackled in the backfield.
In punt formation, number 10, Landon Taylor. Back deep for the Broncos. Number 1, Luke Metcalf. Number 25, Ryan Paul.
You know, we haven't seen McKenna back on any, even when Pipkin was still in the game. McKenna wasn't back there at all, so I wonder if maybe Pipkin did something to his ankle this week in practice or even at the game last week.
Well, not a great punt there off the side of the foot of the punter, and could be fielded on that far side by Ryan Paul, and he'll run it up near the 44-yard line. A little dangerous perhaps, but able to get that one up to the 44, and that's where the Broncos will start this drive, their second of the half. 8:36 to play in it. this third quarter. Broncos back at it next Friday. We've got a big week coming up of broadcasts with lots of stuff coming your way for Spring Hill. We've got 4 games on the docket this next week. Go to varsitysportslive.com and see. We've got a couple of volleyball matches, soccer, and as well as football, obviously, next Friday. Handoff on a little draw play.
Carry number 5, Colton McKenna.
And McKenna.
Positive yards.
Yep, 4-yard carry, easy peasy. I mean, easy for me to say, I guess. I didn't have anybody trying to make me not do it.
That's true.
Metcalf will be in the slot. Kirshner will be the wide out.
6 for the Broncos at their own 48.
Tight end far side is D'Albini. He'll flip McKenna to his left. Will be sure. On a second down at 6. Straight drop. Plenty of time. Lets it fly. And again, that same pass, we got this chance to see it in real time. Exact same result, just too far outside. And those two need to communicate maybe just a little bit.
And I wondered on the last one if that might have been part of it, because a lot of times it could be the route too.
8-yard line.
Sometimes quarterback, when he throws it that low, could be putting a little bit too much on it.
3rd down and 6. Big one here. I need to convert on this one. Straight drop again, Beshore. Another time. Throw it out. He's got Metcalf this time. Able to convert on a 3rd down and 6. They pick up 13 up to the 40-yard line and a first down. It's same play, just executed.
I think they got on the same page and they realized, good.
Metcalf able to catch that one, a 13-yard pass, and again, Beshore put it. There was defenders all around, but able to deliver.
Great catch in traffic by Metcalf. Those are difficult to make.
Another big 3rd down conversion. Handoff, McKenna. Put a foot in the ground, just picking his way through up the 30-yard line, and a nice little 9-yard run by Colton McKenna. Broncos coming alive offensively once again.
Stretching the defense out. Good job by McKenna. He's always getting positive yards, getting upfield.
Just kind of joysticking himself through the holes there and finding a little bit of green.
Even when he's running laterally, he's still just arching forward just enough to get positive yardage.
Anderton, the fullback, turn hand up McKenna on 2nd down and short, and they're a good example of it, partner. It's going to be 1 yard, but because he's going forward and still finding that hole, able to pick up 2 and a first down.
Absolutely.
Tackled by number 26.
You were talking earlier, if he could put on just a tiny bit of weight in the offseason, keep that speed, he's going to be a force next year at running back.
Already is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that would just continue to be that. Another year in that weight room, and boy, future's bright. First down and 10 from just inside the 30-yard line. Wide receiver near side is Kirshner. Far side is Metcalf. It be a keeper here for Beshore. He'll step inside the defender. Penalty flag going to be out there, so he'll come back. Likely a holding penalty back at the 26-yard line, but see the little change in speed there when he decides to go and Beshore. And it's going to look nice, but
doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
But I like to see it, and that's something that we've been discussing for the last several weeks, is seeing Beshore getting involved in the running game. Obviously, it's something that they can exploit moving forward. I'd like to see that again. I'd like to see him come back to it. They don't ask me.
You don't get it? I don't either. Nobody asks me. Nobody asks me. At home, abroad.
Nope, pretty much nobody.
But I give it. I'll tell you what I think,
right.
whether you ask or not. It's a loss.
1st and 17.
All the way back to bring up a first down at 17. Hand off, McKenna. Not much there.
Carry, number 5, Colton McKenna. On tackle, number 20, Cooper Stanchfield.
Cooper Stanchfield makes that tackle. It'll be a gain of a couple, maybe 3. And we're going to be 2nd down and 15. Straight drop, looking. Again, plenty of time, throws it over. He's got Metcalf behind coverage, able to make the catch. He can't. Last second coming there to swat that one away for Paola is J.D. Troutman.
Well played by Troutman, but had B Shore let go of that about a half second, maybe a full second sooner, that's probably a touchdown for Metcalf. And Metcalf, he looked like he was frustrated, but that would have been a heck of a catch.
The Broncos at Paola 34.
So a third down. And
like
probably 2 down territory.
Yep, exactly. Just going to ready to say they can get a chunk of this back and then go for it on 4th down.
He trips to the far side. Metcalf will be split out. Torres will be in the slot. He'll be actually tight here, and Jaro will be in the slot. Wide receiver near side is Kirshner. Look to that single guy, and a timeout going to be called right before the play clock starts to go down. 5:57 to go third quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live, presented by Strode Orthodontics.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare. Advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
$5:57 to go third quarter. Third down and 15 for the Broncos. Trips to the far side. One to the near side's Kirshner. McKenna just to the left, probably into block here for B Shore. Flushed left, looking, still plenty of time. Lets it fly again. He throws it to the corner. He wants Junior Jora. He makes the catch. What a play by the Broncos!
What a
throw. A 34-yard completion all the way down to the 1. And put on the money, a dime drop to Junior Jura from Type B Shore. The Broncos are in action. Wow.
Running to his left, throwing right-handed. What a throw. What'd they say about Mahomes during a game a while back? What a hip whip. Well, that's exactly whatever that is.
That's it.
We saw it again.
Here's a first down and goal. Handoff, McKenna. And he'll be held just shy.
That was close.
Real close.
Real close. That'd be replayed in college or the NFL.
That's being replayed by one of the 100 or so viewers probably right now that are watching. It will be a gain of about a half yard. And I bet you see maybe something like that again.
Yeah, the offensive line's been playing well, so I see no reason to do anything tricky, do anything cute. Just get at him.
McKenna into the end zone.
There we
Touchdown, go. Broncos, his second of the game, his 6th in 2 weeks. And the Broncos are back in front, 13-7.
Just set up by what an amazing throw and catch, just perfectly executed.
And it was 3rd and 15.
And they were behind the sticks.
A 1-yard plunge by McKenna. Jackson will come on to kick the point after. It's up, and it is good. 14-7, Broncos lead, 5:04 to play in the third quarter. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
(14-7), 5:04 to play in the third quarter. Swift moving game. Got any scores over there, Matt?
I'm looking for some. DeSoto's up 17-0 over Piper. Gerard was up at half, 21-0 over Iola. Galena down 13-0.
Kickoff the Broncos, number 81, Ryan Jackson.
Surprisingly, Lewisburg is up 35-0 over Tongi at half.
Just rolling them. I said that could be a letdown game.
Nope.
I was wrong.
I think Lewisburg got some confidence last week, and oh boy.
That could be dangerous. We'll wrap up the regular season over at Lewisburg.
That'll be a tough contest.
11-play drive by the Broncos, 56 yards. And special teams has been pretty sure for the Broncos here today. Noah Anderton doing it all over the place. He's a fullback, one of the leading tacklers, now making a tackle on special teams. A 1-yard touchdown run by Colton McKenna after a 11-play drive. And the big play, a 34-yard connection on 3rd down and 15 from B-Shore to Junior Jara. And B-Shore doing what a sophomore quarterback would do. Throw a couple interceptions and then bam, bam, bam. Doing what he needs to do.
Yep. Well, that's something that's kind of hurt the offense throughout the year. The lack of their big playability, and they've had two. That play and then McKenna's touchdown run earlier.
Started their own 23-yard line. Just under 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Panthers have answered back when they've needed to. Passing on 1st down. Rolling out, letting it fly. Nearly intercepted. Ryan Paul was right where he needed to be. He was full speed ahead and had good position on the intended receiver, who was Curley. And it'll be an incomplete pass.
And the wide receivers coach is going to talk to him later and show him where to put his hands.
Make that diamond, put it out.
Make the diamond, son.
Just keep making tackles. Two wide receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Quarterback Osborne under center. Toss sweep, far side, wants Taylor, a little penetration. Debiak is there. Somebody came in and caused that initial penetration.
First hit made with number 34, Hagen Whitcraft.
And Hagen Whitcraft was that guy coming in off that edge, and then Debiak got a hold of him, and good luck once that happens. Taylor's been fairly quiet here of late to bring up a 3rd down and a no gain on that play. And this would be a big swing in momentum fully if the Broncos able to convert, have that big play, get a 3 and out, get the ball back. That's when – this is why you can't do this. See how they're running? That guy ran off, and then he came back on. That defensive player was over there, and then he had to come back.
Yep.
Eventually you have to call a timeout, but that should be a penalty, I believe, unless they didn't have 12 guys out there, and then off and on and off and on. They will call the timeout, trying to get it done before the play clock goes down. We'll take it along with them. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just 1 block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
3rd down and 10 for Paola. Bronco crowd starting to get a little fired up here about it. Student section getting loud, being heard. 2 wide receivers near side, wing to the far side. Taylor's the running back. Straight drop, lets it fly. Wants his man, and it was just kind of a timing route. Threw it up before Curley even started to look for it, and that ball was already on him before he even tried to locate it. A little miscommunications, a little frustration between O-line and quarterback, talking about some stuff as well. And it'll be a 4th down and a punt, a big defensive stop for the Broncos after answering with an 11-play drive. And now Old Mo is fully in favor of the guys in purple.
Deep for the Broncos, number 1, Luke Metcalf.
And they should start out with pretty good field position. Paola's earlier punt didn't go for much.
Paul nearly getting there are the Broncos on that punt coverage. And here's Paul coming to the near side. Makes one guy miss. Falls near midfield. They'll start at the 49-yard line, will the Broncos. And this could be a big drive here. Paola has not shown their ability to do much offensively except for one drive against the Bronco defense. So if you could tack on one more score here, then you're going to feel pretty good about things.
First and 10 Broncos at their own 49.
49-yard line is where they'll start this one. 4:06 to play.
It's like Torres is in the backfield.
Wide receivers to each side. Torres will get it just on that play. Off left side, a big run. Carter Meek out there road grading people.
Sure was. Love it. Love it.
Little help from his friends. Corey Couch was out there as well. 6'1", 255 and a senior in Couch. And then Carter Meek, 6 foot 280 and a junior. And if you're Jackson Torres and wide receiver, you like to see those numbers out in front of you.
Paola, 44.
It's a good patient run by Torres, waiting for his blockers to get in position.
Gain of 7, 3rd down and 3. Keeper for B-Shore. Try a little stab step, and he is caught up and brought down. Dylan Wagerman.
Number 15, Tyson Beshore.
That was just a little tiny miss block. Torres went and he made good contact with him, but he just, blocking's kind of like open field tackling for the skill players. You got to stop, break down, get in front of your man is more important than anything.
It was a called run, though, for B-Shore,
Yep.
something you've been asking for. And
that's right.
I don't even know if he was reading it. I think it was just a called pull.
Yep.
Turn handoff again. Torres trying to pick up that 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll keep his feet, fall forward. He might have it. Needed 5. I think he got it. 5.5 just across the 41, and that should be enough for a 1st down. And another 3rd down conversion. I'm not talented enough to keep track of those stats, but that should be a fairly good stat when this game is over.
And that's something they struggled with early in the season. Mistakes on 3rd down, busted plays on 3rd down. Definitely improvement for them offensively.
B-Shore straight drop. Lets it fly again outside for Metcalf. In stride. He can't make the catch. Oh, that one's going to hurt.
He's going to want that one back in the morning, isn't he?
Yeah, Luke's going to lose sleep over that one.
Yep, sure is. It happens to the best of them.
It does happen.
Dang it.
You try running full speed and catching that ball, but, man, put right on time.
Easier said than done.
2nd and 10 for the Broncos.
A prettier dropped ball you will not see in high school from that one delivered from Tyson B-Shore. But you re-rack it. It was 1st down. And again, in the stat book, it just shows up as an incomplete.
That's right.
Not a -7. 2nd down and 10. 2 wide receivers near side. Running backs to either side. It's Torres and McKenna. Turn. Option. Near side. Kick it for Torres. He's going to try to find a seam, and not much there across the 40. Maybe pick up a yard on the play to bring up 3rd down and 9.
You know, the situations like this is where they kind of miss Pipkin a little bit. The balance between him. They can focus on McKenna now, and they couldn't do that before when they were going back and forth between him and Pipkin.
3rd down and 9. Coming up on the 2-minute mark of this 3rd quarter. .13 on the play clock. Jaro will be the slot to the far side. Kirshner's near side. Wide out far side is Metcalf. Torres to the right. McKenna to the left of B-Shore. Straight drop. Flip it out. That started with Torres being in the backfield blocking as a running back. Probably not his forte as primarily a wide receiver, and that guy just got past him.
Yeah.
Brings up a 4th and 9 for the Broncos.
So a 4th down and 9 in a punting situation for the Broncos.
Like it's a position that he's not used to even being in.
So that will be a punt, and the opportunity to really swing this momentum fades. And now Paola thinks they've got a chance again.
Deep for the Panthers.
Anderton run up back. Here's Royal. He'll put a boot into him. This is what he's waited for. A punt from inside the 50 for a guy who can put that backspin on it, and he'll put it down there. Fair caught by Troutman, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for Paola as they'll start deep inside their own territory at their own 14-yard line. Minute 46 to go in the 3rd. Broncos are back in action on Friday. We'll be back here with this one as they take on the Fort Scott Tigers.
Big series upcoming for the Bronco defense. Let's see if they can do it again.
1st down and 10 for the 14. Wing to the far side. Taylor running back behind quarterback Osborne. Turn, handoff, Taylor. Big, tough run there by Taylor. I said he'd been pretty quiet. That was nothing, anything but quiet. It'll be a gain of 8 on 1st down. Tackle made by Newton.
2 for the Panthers at their own 21.
We just got 2 more tickets to the Pitt State game, Matt, if you want to.
You're tempting me.
2nd down and 2. Toss sweep, far side. Taylor again. And Richardson and Anderton bird dog at him, escort him out of bounds, but it'll be enough for a 1st down across the 25-yard line. And a gain of 4 on a 2nd down and 2 for Taylor.
1st and 10, Panthers at their own 25.
Clock stopped a minute 2. Job looking in at the Bronco cheer squad student section. Job, Caden. Straight drop, quick. That bounced off the ground, incomplete, intended for Curley, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Pass ball is incomplete, 10 for number 16, Jace Curley.
Both teams have gone deep into the playbook. You start looking at play at week 5. You know, there's just mixing it up. Not the same play, putting back to back very often.
No.
This one falls incomplete. Turn handoff again, Taylor, and that was R.J. Dominic
On the carry, number 10, Landon Taylor.
stealing that edge. Along with him, just making contact with Taylor enough to knock him off his pins was Thomas Davis, 6'2", 225, and a senior. Part of that front 4.
I feel like he got a good 2 yards in that, just soaring through the air.
Yeah.
Unintentionally at that.
3rd and 8.
Sometimes you pick up your yards by flying.
Hey, that works.
3rd down and 7. Zeller in motion. Passing here. Straight drop. Throws it. Newton. Pretty good coverage. No flag. Right where he needed to be again. James Newton putting together a pretty good game. The senior.
For number 5, Charles Zeller.
And a 4th down.
Depending on the play of number 16, James Newton.
That was probably a good no call, but I'm also wearing a Spring Hill sweatshirt. He didn't turn his head. I don't know. It's hard to see the contact on the opposite side. I feel like that. Maybe there was none. It looked close, but Paola's not arguing it. They're not
right in front of him. I mean,
I think they would be screaming still.
Yep.
Deep from the Broncos, number 1, Luke Metcalf.
So another punt forced by the Bronco defense, trying to hold serve here on what's that 50-some points scored last week, and that is not happening this week. Low snap. Broncos, they might be able to get to one of those at some point. Here's Metcalf. Oh, buddy. No, Luke. If he wasn't losing sleep over the pass, he'll definitely lose sleep over that one.
Yep. That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. 3rd turnover of the game for Spring Hill.
Covered by number 73, Garrett McKinney.
So fumbled punt by Spring Hill will give Paola all the new life they need.
That's the 3rd turnover of the ball game for the Broncos. In a tight game, can't have that.
In good field position to begin this one to boot. There's a penalty flag on that far side sitting over there. I'm not exactly sure what that's all about. Holding against the Broncos. So
holding against the Broncos.
Irrelevant.
Result of the play.
So Paola will start this game, or this drive rather, at the 44-yard line. First time they've started a drive inside Spring Hill territory tonight. And they will end the 3rd quarter with a chance to move that momentum. Now, that defense is not giving up a lot. In fact, we saw them at one time give up less than 3 yards on 3 plays when they were down inside the goal line or close to the goal line. But see how Paola is able to take advantage of the 3rd turnover of the game for Spring Hill.
This is a tough position to put the defense in. It really is.
Toss sweep, far side pass. This is a halfback pass. Zeller, Paul, and not able to get it there. Penalty flags at the line of scrimmage as well. This is likely a hold.
Pass ball is incomplete. 10 for number 16, Jace Curley.
Yeah, this will back them up 10, so a break there for the Broncos. Trying to change the possession. I like the play call, but not executed.
I was going to say, I like the play call. I like trying something. You know, if you get a big play like that, it's good to go for it.
And a holding penalty is going to put a little salt in the wounds in that one.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with scores.
That's the end of 3. The Broncos up by 7. The Paola trying to take advantage of a turnover. We'll see if they can when we return in 1 minute on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just 1 block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
Here we go, first down and 20. Throw over the middle, broken up by the Bronco defense, or was it caught?
Was it? I think it was caught.
Holy mackerel, there was 2 guys on him. What is the call?
Pass is incomplete.
Incomplete, yeah.
It wasn't. So it must
rolled right over on top of it, but I think they broke that one up, but he ended up with the ball. The ball was in his hands when he rolled over. The 2 defenders right there nearly made the catch.
That would have been a big first down play, especially coming off the penalty.
2nd and 20 for the Panthers at their own 46.
So to bring up a 2nd down and 20. 2 wide receivers near side, tight end far side. Straight drop again. Batted down, intercepted. Triggs Smith, the big fella. Will he be brought down? Who knows? Rumbling, stumbling down to the 40-yard line. We're going to tack 15 yards onto it for Hagen Whitcraft. Getting thrown down last minute by one of the big fellows, but Triggs Smith, a D-lineman's dream.
There is a dead ball flag.
Right place, right time, good hands.
Not sure who got a paw on that one. Somebody back there did. You know, Smith was there because somebody else was able to get that rush and get their hand up there, and it falls into his hands. That dead ball foul. We'll see what they do. They may just do offsetting, perhaps. Regardless, the turnover will happen, and the Broncos get their first forced turnover of the game after a punt turnover, and Spring Hill is going to get a very good field position, and boy, what a momentum swing this could be.
They needed that. Finally, a turnover that goes their way.
A really good way to start the quarter. And now Spring Hill.
That goes back to the defensive line. That was one of the keys that we said at halftime at the beginning of the game. Defensive line needs to create some pressure and keep the second level clean. Well, they kept the second level clean and Triggs Smith. So
what happens when you got guys that are about 6'4", 6'3" at the D-line too.
That's right.
So Spring Hill will start this one. Best field position night at the Paola 23-yard line. 11:44 to play in the ball game. Plunge forward across the 20. Again, you don't have to be in a big hurry. You don't have to be real fancy at this point now.
No reason to be cute. Just run your offense. No reason to put anybody in a bad position.
Gain of 3. Second down and 7 at the 20-yard line. Tight end far side, D'Albini. Wide receiver near side, Metcalf. Hand off again, McKenna. Big push on that side, Carter Meek. Goodness gracious, Colton McKenna's 3rd score of the game. For 2 straight weeks, he's had 3 scores or more, and he does it again tonight to take advantage of the turnover, and the Broncos are up by 2 scores.
Showing some strength, athleticism, speed, all in the same play. Broke a tackle. Guy had his jersey, just kept plugging along, running those feet like we've said all year. Takes it all the way to the end zone for the score.
You need to give a little bit of credit up front. Logan Alexander, 5'9", 205, a sophomore up in front, and we've said it already once tonight, but Carter Meek putting together a little bit of a he's putting together a game that you need to get a little film on if I'm Carter Meek.
Yeah.
And have that one in your back pocket. Broncos score. Ryan Jackson kicks it through, and we're up by 14. We're back in 30. You're watching Spring Hill High School football.
Hi, ladies. Do you know what you want to drink?
Ooh, yeah, I'll have the unlimited coffee.
Me too. You got some coffee?
You know, back in my day, unlimited meant there were no limits. But you need a limit.
Tired of paying for unlimited offers that leave you feeling limited? Experience Limitless with Go Brawley.
Number 81, Ryan Jackson.
21-7, 11-13 to play in this ball game. Broncos take advantage after giving the ball back. A great field position for Paola. A batted ball at the line of scrimmage and an INT by Trigg Smith. The ever impressive sophomore who will be a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
And now he's got an interception on his resume as well. Middle return from the 12. Straight up the middle. And there's James Newton. That is fundamental football right there by Newton. Slip the head, numbers, slip it to the right, wrap with your arms, drive with your legs, lift, and bring them to the ground. It is up to the 29-yard line, and that's where Paola will start this drive.
You can't say it enough how difficult open field tackling, open field blocking, when you have a moving target and trying to tackle them, running both of you with a head full of steam. That's tough.
I don't know. I never knew.
After the game, you can go chase me around the field, and you can see how hard it is.
Well, that's fine, but if I catch you.
I know, that's why I'm going to run out of the stadium.
Actually, I won't catch you. You'll double leg me and put me to the ground, and that'll be the end of that?
I don't know. I might have to attack the outside.
Yeah, because a double leg, I might come down on top of you.
I was going to say, that might not end well for me at all.
Wide receivers to each side, wing to the near side. That's Younger. Turn hand. There's going to be pass outside for Zeller. It'll be a good completion all the way up there as Whitcraft drives him back beyond the line of scrimmage, but it'll still be a 6-yard pickup. It'll bring up a second down and 4.
We can live with those, keeping them in front of you like that. You know, those completions are going to happen, but the main thing is a big play didn't result.
2nd and 4 for the Panthers at their own 35.
2nd down and 4 from the 35-yard line. 11:39 to play in the ball game. Broncos on what has been a 7-7 game for a portion of it. Brandon Richardson blitz coming and executed there. As Ryan Paul going to make the play, but not before a gain of 8 on the completion. Completed out there for Curley.
Little slants like that are kind of hard to defend because just the angle that they're throwing, and when it works, it's really hard for a D-back because they've got to give him that cushion. But again, keeping the big play from happening. But as we see with Paola, they can make their way down the field.
Again, letting it fly on the field. Oh, my goodness. It's going to fall incomplete. It's going to be a pass interference, but it was almost a catch by Zeller with one arm with the defender on him. And too much pushing. The corners never look back for Spring Hill, it seems. They just kind of run stride for stride. I think they know that they need to do that to be able to keep up with him. They're obviously trying to keep things from going over the top of them.
Yep.
I think you take pass interference over a 60-yard touchdown or 58-yard touchdown at this point.
Well, especially it's not the NFL. It's not a spot foul.
Right.
So it's a 15-yard penalty. And that's even better than a 25-yard gain. So
the Broncos.
So they'll back him up and then mark it from the line of scrimmage as you just outlined. Yeah, back to the first down marker at the 50, or at the, the 43. And yeah, the way the Bronco defense is, you'll take that all day. Yeah. You'll take that penalty all day from Whitcraft. So pass interference moves them closer. It's up to the 42-yard line. Younger to the one wing. Flip it outside for goodness gracious. I mean, Brandon Richardson is man possessed. I mean, yeah, he got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam, he's on him. I mean, step real fast and attack and down. Tackle for loss for Richardson. A loss of 3 on the play.
And it was a good thing he was there because the defensive end had gotten sucked in just a little bit. So Richardson made a heck of a play.
Man. Loss of 3.
And that comes from recognizing what's going on, probably even before the snap.
Yep.
He read it, knew what he was looking at, and that's from coaches watching film all week.
2nd down and 13. It's coming. Over the middle, nearly intercepted. Ryan Paul's had 2 touches fingertips here tonight. That one would have been a tough one, but it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, that ball had some heat on it. That would have been a really good catch. But you know what he had up? His hands.
Yeah.
So
3rd and 13 for the Panthers, Spring Hill 45.
Stops the clock with 9:20 to play in the ball game. It's what's been a pretty swift-moving game, and certainly was in the first half. Third down and 13. R.J. Dominic giving chase, flushed him out. Ball hangs in the air, and it is caught all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 20-yard completion, and Osborne had R.J. Dominic coming right on top of him. And they hustled to the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
That's not much you can say about that defensively. The coverage was there. It was just a great throw and a good concentration on that catch.
Coverage was there, and the rush was there.
Absolutely.
Just not able to.
Sometimes it happens.
Yep. Just under 9 to play in the ball game. Paola trying to make this one interesting. Throw it a little low.
I think you heard the footsteps there.
Yep. Dominic again coming from the near side.
Tipped at the line of scrimmage by number 57.
You say Debiak got a hand on it as well. And so it will be
2nd and 10 for the Panthers. Spring Hill
2nd down and 10. This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Even though the rush didn't get to the quarterback, it obviously affected his throw. He got rid of it threw it a little too hard into the dirt. Probably rushed a little more than he wanted.
Straight drop, not much of a rush. To throw it to the corner and put on the money. That was a dart and a dime thrown by Jet Osborne. I mean, right in the pocket.
Yeah, coverage was there, just exploited a mismatch. There's not much you can do about it.
A 25-yard touchdown pass
setting up for the extra point, number 19,
to Curley. And don't go anywhere. Point after attempt forthcoming, and it is good.
Kick is good.
21-14, 8:45. We've got ourselves a dandy tonight here on Spring Hill Sports Live. We'll be back in 30 seconds right after this.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
For the Broncos,
pass completions of 20 yards and 25 yards on that drive by quarterback Jet Osborne has put the Panthers right back into this one. Broncos took advantage of a turnover after giving one up, their third. If Spring Hill wins this game, it will be in spite of so far 3 turnovers. And it goes out of bounds.
Did he touch it?
I don't believe so. They say he did.
They're discussing it. I thought he might have.
There comes the flag.
There.
The kick is kicked out of bounds with a flag on the play.
So they will get an out of bounds opportunity there, and that's a break for Spring Hill. So legal procedure will put them up to the 35-yard line. That's where Spring Hill starts this one.
1st and 10 Broncos.
Hand off McKenna. He'll fall forward, tackled by Taylor, but a good run for Colton McKenna.
I think you got to keep it in his hands. He's been your workhorse all season. Pipkin too.
Certainly. Draven Pipkin left this game with a foot injury, has not returned since then. Had a limited just 4 carries and 8 yards before leaving it. That was an 8-yard run there by McCann, and he's got some running room down the sideline. Colt McCann, 2 weeks in a row. Will he have 4 touchdowns? You bet he will. 4 for number 5, and the Broncos are back in front by 2 scores.
Well, that was well blocked to start out because he just ran around the end untouched completely and just turned on the afterburners and took it to the house.
57 yards for Colton McCann. Well over 100 yards now in the game. And he is going to start to turn a few heads with some of the numbers he's put up in the last 2 weeks here in the Frontier League. Snaps back, holds down, kick is up from Jackson, and that is a line driver, but it is good. 28-14, 8:09 to go. Still a lot of football yet to be played, and you'll see it all right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
28-14. What are we talking about in the break, Matt? Just be glad we're not playing Andale tonight, right?
Yeah, 49-0 over Wichita Collegiate, the number 1 and 2 teams in Class 3A.
Yeah.
After Andale's 108-0 win last weekend.
Everybody's playing for second place in Class 3A.
Yeah.
Coach Smith's got a program going out there, and I watched a play in the state championship game against Frontenac, and what's that called? Phalanx? It's like a military term where they get at kind of a point. You ever seen the movie 300? And they get in the line and they sit there. That's how that offense runs. They just march it down the field and bulldozer you. Return by Zeller. 25-yard line. How about the kickoff coverage team this week? They have really put in a good game after having given up some plays over the first 4.
Number 31, Noah Anderton.
Anderton makes another special teams tackle. And Paola will start this drive. I pride myself a little bit on my fairly extensive vocabulary, but sometimes I start to take a run at a word, and I'm like halfway through, I'm like, probably should have looked this one up.
When you talk as much as you and I do, that's just going to happen. It's going to, like, wow, what did I just say? I don't have any idea.
Yep. But luckily, there's more words coming where that one was at.
Or you talk so fast and often they don't even catch it.
8:03 to go here in the ball game. 2-score game, and Jed Osborne trying to take this one over. And Ryan Paul's getting picked on, but he's showed up so far tonight in that secondary.
But that was good coverage. I mean, there's nothing else he could have done there. It's just a mismatch. The other guy's taller and bigger than he is, and I can say that because that's the case with me everywhere I go.
Intended for Curley, he's been the favored target of Osborne, but that one falls incomplete, and it's second down and 10. Clock stopped, just under 8 to play. Osborne flip it out, pressure coming. And Hagen Whitcraft's eyes got the size of saucers. He wanted that dude to make that catch. Instead it falls incomplete, and it'll be third down and 10. I'm not entirely sure what Paola, I mean, you got a little bit of time. I know you got to pass a little bit, but you can't abandon the run completely.
Sure.
And Taylor has had some big runs at times. He's not even in the backfield now. They've got the fullback, Younger, back there. Taylor is the wing. Watch him slipping out of the backfield. Osborne again throwing it down. There's Paul again.
Good play.
Paul eyed that one all the way.
He did.
Nearly from the quarterback's hand. And
fastball is incomplete. 10 for number 16.
3 quick ones. And Paola's going to punt.
Play number 25, Ryan Paul.
Not a great series for the Panthers.
4th and 10 for the Panthers.
3 passes and a punt. Now the Broncos can start to try to kill this clock just a little bit here.
I've been trying to find the Aquinas BA score. That's one of our local games, but I keep getting updates, but not the actual score, unfortunately. So
I feel like
their Twitter person's going to have to up their game.
Back deep for the Broncos, 25, Ryan Paul.
Paul back to return by himself. He'll fair catch this one at the 40, 41. That's where the Broncos will start this drive.
Fair catch by Ryan Paul at the Bronco 41.
Big one tomorrow in the jungle, Matt.
That's right. I heard about
Can you imagine if you can you imagine if you were there?
If I had a free ticket.
You had a free ticket to go?
I could imagine it.
I got way more than that now.
It's very tempting. I mean, does that really matter if I'm packed before I move? Nobody will care if they have to pack for me, will they? Well, maybe they will.
As long as you don't ask me, I don't care. I've showed up to a few of those moves like that, though, and that is dirty pool.
That is absolutely infuriating.
Near side McKenna. Uh-oh. Number 5 wants some more. A little stiff arm at the end of that one, and Colt McKenna's in what you would call the zone. 24-yard carry on first down for McKenna. And he's put together a couple of back-to-back weeks that are going to get some attention.
Well, heck, he had 5 touchdowns in week 1. I mean, he finds the end zone.
Timeout taken by Paola. We will take it as well. 7:36 to play. Broncos trying to get a big win over a rival. See if they can hold on for the final stretch.
Option Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You gonna do a twist?
28-14.
Twist.
7:36 to play. Broncos score will put this one out of the reach. First down and 10 from the 35. No reason not to. Hand it to 5. Cuts back against the grain. Fall forward across the 30. Up near the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 and a second down and 4.
That offensive line is making McCann's job a whole heck of a lot easier when he's not even getting hit. He's got a nice hole to run through.
Yeah, let's give those big nasties some love here.
They deserve it this game. They've played really well.
Left to right. Carter Meek on the near side. That left tackle. Left guard, Logan Alexander, stepped in there as well. I mentioned those guys have been out in front here tonight. They had that big blocks down the field on that touchdown run. Turn, handoff again. Got to bubble it. McKenna does. He's got the first down across the 20. Knocked it out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And just like that, it's a gain of 14 on second down and 4.
Big boys are loving this, aren't they?
Yes.
Grinding.
Center up front, Cole Rodden. Far side right tackle, Louis Stadler. And they take the time, run that clock down under 10 seconds.
The 2 guys waiting for him, and he still gained yardage.
Yeah, not much there.
On the stop, number 57.
And also up there on that front O-line, Carter Bland. Missed him, the right guard. 6'1", 210-pound senior. And he's had his hands full tonight because he's been kind of going toe-to-toe with the big fella Wade Inman at 6'3", 255. And cutting him. Just watched him on that last play. Still picked up a couple. Did McKenna. Second down and 8. Coming up on the 6-minute mark here of the fourth quarter. Anderton going to get the carry. He's going to bounce out to the edge. Turns it at the 10. To the end zone. Is he in? Yes! Touchdown for the linebacker, Noah Anderton.
Showing some speed.
Yeah, he knew what he wanted to do with that ball. Once he caught the edge, he saw that goal line, and he turned into a linebacker. I'm just going to run as hard as I can towards the goal line, and he plunges into the end zone. That
Showing
ball is
some
about
weapons we haven't seen this year. Now, granted, Pipkin's out, but
14-yard touchdown run, I believe, by Anderton. PAT is good. The Broncos are starting to blow this one open. What a performance. Back-to-back weeks for Spring Hill. Now up 35-14. We're back at 30 on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
I'm not sure if we want to carry this one onto the air.
Well, you could say that in 6A, it's in the bigger schools, they get kids from all over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Olathe is just as guilty as anybody for getting talent moved around.
It's tough. Yeah, there's a little lopsidedness on some of these, at all classes, really. 6 all the way down to 1A. It's kind of the haves and have-nots.
Yep. You can't tell me people outside of Andale don't choose to go to Andale because of their football program. I guarantee you. It happened with Hutch back in the day.
Perhaps. Picked up at the 13. Big return now for Zeller. He's got some running room. Jackson's going to be called into duty. Here's the kicker. Trying to stop this one. James Newton never gave up on that play.
Good hustle.
Yeah, credit Newton for tracking him down all the way down the field to keep that from being a special teams give up. And I just bragged on the kickoff coverage team a little bit ago.
Yeah. But even though the kicker didn't make the play, he was in the right position to make the tackle, and he was in his way making the return man cut back.
Yep.
So
Panthers great field position here. Trying to still got. I mean, so you're saying there's a chance, you know? The 27-yard line. 5:51 to play. Toss sweep far side Taylor. They were able to seal that edge. Caught across the 25.
Tackled by number
brought down for a gain of about 4 yards.
At the beginning of the fourth quarter, this game was 21-14. Paola had the ball.
24.
Yeah, and they just copped up a punt and got it right back on a Trig Smith interception. It's kind of been all Broncos since then. And now Paola trying to get something going here late in this game. 2nd down and 6. And a penalty flag. We'll see who left early. It's offsides against Spring Hill.
Flag on the play.
That'll be a free 5. And it'll be a 2nd down and about 2 or long 1.
Quarterback for Paola was assuming that it was against them. He looked a little frustrated, but
typically is.
You're right.
2nd and 2 for the Panthers.
Man, it feels good outside. Nice fall night. This is what it's all about, boys. Under center, turn, handoff. This is Taylor again. Tripped up. Brandon Richardson. A little help also in there for Spring Hill. Porter Jones coming in to get in the action.
Tackle maybe number 31, Noah Anderton.
Anderton. Wait a minute. Didn't he just have a touchdown run? Yes, he did.
Oh.
First down for the Panthers.
It is enough for a first down. On the run by
17-yard line.
Taylor. Up to the 17. Not a real big sense of urgency. It looks like Paola is content to maybe take their medicine here and just run their offense. Straight drop for Osborne. He's got his man. He throws a good ball on time. He'll sit down there to Curley, and his number 1 target here tonight. Just run 10 yards, sit down in front of the defense, and that ball's coming out of the hands of Jed Osborne right on time. It's a 9-yard completion.
2nd and 1 for the Panthers.
And BJ, we've gone final. Aquinas pulled out the victory 29-26 over Miege. Miege was up 20-0.
They were driving late, too, and Koff had an interception.
Yep.
Keeper by the quarterback. He's got the first down across the 5, up near the 4-yard line. Be a gain of 4.
Tackle made by 55.
Paola could see one of those
O'Neal.
3 at some point in the playoffs, depending how it all shakes out. All 3 local Catholic
First and
schools
goal for the
are
Panthers at the
4A
4-yard
this
line.
season. That's a change.
I didn't bring my soapbox, Matt.
I did.
Turn handoff, Taylor trying to get in the end zone, and they say he's down. Just shy of the goal line. That far side line touch was all over it.
Tackle made by number 51.
And they'll hustle right back to line of scrimmage. Needed 4, he got 3. One more. Still not in.
Ball carried for number 11, Jet Osborne.
They've done the goal line defense of the Broncos has been pretty stout down here. They made them earn it on their first touchdown of the game. It was 1st and goal at the 3, and they ended up having to score on a 4th and 4.
Double pop
4th
pass.
and goal on a little dump over the middle to Taylor. He reached through the air but has not reached on the ground. And now a timeout going to be taken by the Broncos.
Timeout.
Personnel perhaps. Brandon Richardson was on the sideline. And they'll just maybe just a regroup here on a 3rd down. 3:30 to play in this ball game. We're back in 30 on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
.330 to play in the ball game. Broncos in control of this one. And it's a 3rd down. Again, busy week this week. Starts off with soccer on Monday as soccer will host Baser Linwood. You'll watch that one here on Spring Hill Sports Live. That match begins at 6 o'clock. Then volleyball duel against Paola here at home on Tuesday. Boys soccer on Thursday. And then football on Friday. Then we've got more volleyball coming up on the 18th of October at Baldwin. So getting a full schedule of it. Handoff and a dive into the end zone. Touchdown on 3rd down and goal for Taylor as he plunges in there for 1 yard. And a 7-play drive that started at the Spring Hill 27. Again, they had very good field position on the long kickoff return.
Setting up for the extra point, number 19.
But the good thing,
Morgan.
the silver lining, I guess, is the kickoff team didn't give up the touchdown, so they had to milk some time off the clock, which they did.
The AT is good. We'll keep it right here. Again, going over that schedule. Monday with soccer. Volleyball on Tuesday. As they take on Paola, we'll have that match for you. 6:30 start in that duel. Boys soccer again on Thursday as the Broncos soccer team very good hosting Paola. They end up being a little lopsided. And then Spring Hill football hosting Fort Scott. And then a volleyball duel next week on Tuesday, October 18th on volleyball against Baldwin. You can check all that stuff out at varsitysportslive.com/Spring Hill. Just go to varsitysportslive.com and be sure you follow our Facebook pages to stay up to date on all the broadcasts. Big one tomorrow in the Jungle. We talked about it a couple times, but Northwest coming to town, Pittsburgh State. I tell you, it was interesting. I mentioned the tickets because it's sold out, stadium room only. It's been a while since the Jungle's been that way, so pretty fired up.
For Division II, that's a big stadium, too. It's 10,000
8,400. It seats 8,400, and then you can put, it's had as many as 12,000 in it. That was fire code being broke on that day, I'm probably sure. But, man, Delta State game in 2011. That was the greatest. It was one of the greatest places I've ever been.
Oh, that was amazing. I remember that. Oh, that was a good day. That was fun.
I was on the sideline. John Brown took a kickoff return back to the house.
Yep.
Went on to have a almost 10-year NFL career. And he makes a sound when he runs by. That's how fast the dude is. When you can make sound running like that, you're fast.
That place was shaking that night.
I make sound when I run. Here's a little onside kick, and D'Albini's going to work at that one to go pull it down. That's a big play by Cooper.
Onside kick recovered by number 84.
Showing some good hands.
I make sound, but it's because of how my feet hit the ground.
Mine's usually me grunting in pain.
Ball be spotted at Spring Hill.
Broncos will start this one at the 30-yard line.
Broncos.
And that is a sneaky big play by Cooper D'Albini. 3:24, they get the ball back, score. Now it's a one-score game, and you've got plenty of time and just one timeout apiece for each team. But now the Broncos can really chew up some of this clock. And I'm going to talk through that song because I'm 100% sure Jay-Z will have a YouTube claim on that one. Straight drop. Here's B. Short turn handoff for McKenna. Kind of the score situation, you've kind of still got to keep moving with him.
Yeah, oh, absolutely do.
He'll fall forward for a gain of 3.
You know, the last series I noticed, we were running the play at about 8-9 seconds. Probably need to milk it, get it down under 3 or 4 before we snap the ball. Doesn't seem like much, but can be.
Landon McVeigh going to get some playing time here on the wide receiver spot near side. Nori Ontario will as well on that far side. So working in second line on the edges. McCann is still going to get the workload, though. And he'll fall forward across the 35, rather up near the 37. It'll be a 3rd down and 3. Clock the inside 2.5. Out goes Jara, in comes Noah Anderton.
At their own 37.
Cheer squad getting the work done. Matt?
They are. They're killing it down there, especially the freshmen.
3rd down and 3. Turn, handoff, McKenna. Trying to get that first down. He's got the first down, and he'll move the chains. Will the Broncos.
On the carry, number 5, Colt McKenna, but there is a flag on the
penalty
play.
flag. I thought I saw something come flying out there. This is likely against Spring Hill. Illegal shift against the Broncos.
Illegal shift against the Broncos.
And it will take away that first down run, which would have just about iced this one.
Just about.
Gorillas are good. KU's good. Cats are good. Chiefs are good.
Hey,
all is good in the football world. That's how I keep track of.
Not a bad time to be a Kansan.
It's never a bad time to be a Kansan.
Well, true.
3rd down and 8. Handoff, McKenna. And that will bring up the 4th down. Coach Smith runs over to call a timeout.
Timeout, Paola.
Well, they had this one in the bag. And still do, for the most part. But stops the clock. Timeout. We'll take it as well. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home, all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
(35-21), 1:48 to play in the ball game. Broncos
number 60.
hold the line. This was a close game, 7-7 for a good portion of it, even at halftime.
Deep for the Panthers, number 1, J.D. Troutman, number 10, Landon Taylor.
Exciting second half. Here's Royal to punt it away. Put a little pressure on him. He's got that back spin. Better get up on that one. It's going to bounce bad. Takes a nice forward roll this time, though. And it will be up to the 36-yard line.
36. Where the Panthers will take over.
And that's where Paola will start. I'm not sure exactly what you got in the bag here for Paola. Again, that last drive, they didn't really get much of an urgency. Probably wishing they had a little bit.
And on the drive before it, they had urgency. They threw 3 incompletions, went 3 and out right away. So we've seen tonight they've got to mix it up. I mean, they can't rely on either their running or their passing. And most teams ultimately can't, but they've shown when they're diverse, they march on down the field, but they take a long time to do it.
It's a young team, had a pretty senior-laden team a year ago, and a team that was on the come, and right there last couple of years have had some chances to make some moves in the playoffs. 2 years ago, I was calling those games, and they were the best team I'd seen in a while at that level. In and out of the hands of Zeller. I'm not entirely sure he was the intended target initially, but it falls incomplete.
Might have been some confusion between the routes on the far side.
They're on 36.
Right back here on Friday. Pre-game coverage starts around 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock as the Broncos take on Fort Scott. Fort Scott, I still think, would be a nice little fit into this area. It's a little bit of a road trip, but that highway now has made it so easy to buzz down to Fort Scott.
It's definitely improved from when I started going to Pitt.
Straight drop, again. Put right there. Not every pass in the secondary is a pass interference, but that was pretty good timing all the way around by Paul. Got there as the ball reached there, just very well caught by Curley. Curley's had himself a pretty good game.
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah.
Don't really see the benefit of calling that. It seemed like he was
making
a good defensive play.
Yeah, they'll decline that.
Pass interference against the Broncos is declined.
Been a very well officiated game in general. Officiating's hard. Talked to rep from Keisha, and they've had almost 80 last week. I'm sure it's gone up almost 80 ejections from games. That's middle school and high school level. That's fans and coaches and players alike. So not ideal. We got to get our stuff together as a society probably, but
that's a bigger question than scholastic football.
At the 49-yard line is where this will start them. Turn, handoff. This is Younger, the fullback. He's got a good run of 7 yards.
No more timeouts to use when they run the ball.
Tackle made by 31, Noah Anderton.
And we are 1 minute away from the Broncos picking up win number 3 on the season. Coming to this stretch, we thought they had some opportunities to win. Over the head. And he can't get it. That ball took a weird roll. Now it's still on the ground. He'll pick it up. Scooped up his own score. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos. Porter Jones.
Icing on the cake.
By number 24, Porter Jones runs it into the end zone for a Spring Hill.
And poor Jet Osborne, who's had a pretty good ball game, found out why it's weird that ball's not round. Because it took a bounce, and it looked like he was going to be able to scoop it right up, and that thing took off.
It did.
And then it looked like Jones was going to fall down with it, and he dropped it again and is able to pick it up and go.
I think he touched it about 4 times before he actually was able to run with it. And the whole time it's moving.
Broncos we've had 5 turnovers in this game, 3 for the Broncos, and now 2 for Paola. And the 2 for Paola have hurt them more than the 3 for the Spring Hill Broncos. That was about a 30-yard return. The point after attempt was good. The Broncos lead at 42. They've doubled up the Panthers with 40 seconds to go. We'll take it. We're back in 30 seconds on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
(42-21), 40 seconds to play in this ball game. Broncos going to move to 3-3 on the year.
Set to kick off for the Broncos, number 81, Ryan Jackson. Everybody up.
At a 30-yard return after a fumble. That was not really a fumble, just snap over the head of the quarterback. He was unable to grab it, and Jones, the lucky guy. There was a few purple jerseys there kind of fighting over that one a little bit. Who was going to get there because there was nothing but green pasture in front of them. They'll squib this one, and this will be the Broncos able to just take a knee on this one. Special teams coming alive here That was not intended necessarily to be a turnover, I don't believe. I think it was just a squib it to avoid a return. But James Newton, a little cherry on his Sunday as he has showed up defensively and had a big special teams play on that track down to keep that score. So James Newton has earned it tonight, the senior.
1st and 10 for the Broncos.
That will make it to where the Broncos basically need to make one play, perhaps two here to get on with it.
Well, number 3, Dylan, it looks like Wagerman for Paola. I saw him and McKenna visiting on the site. Well, I call it visiting. I hope that's what they were doing. So maybe McKenna kind of got him confused, maybe lost focus a little bit because that hit him right in the number.
And he'll take a knee, Will Beshore. And Beshore, I really impressed by his poise after the 2 turnovers early.
Sure.
And they were not good ones. I mean, the passes were not great. That ended up being intercepted, but bounced back. The Broncos are going to get a win here at home. Back-to-back weeks at Ottawa handily, and I think this team has found a little bit of identity, and it is starting to come together for Spring Hill. They'll host Fort Scott next week. And Colton McKenna, another 4th touchdown game for number 5, and another probably close to 200-yard run, if not more. And Spring Hill wins it tonight, 42-21, and we will talk about it next as we kick off the Shoemaker Collision postgame show. Shoemaker Collision, Kansas City's premier collision and paint center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. The Broncos win it tonight over the Paola Panthers. We'll talk about it next on the Shoemaker Collision postgame show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com. Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
Option Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle hauling and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
Back out here, a good look at the Broncos. Victorious here tonight, a solid win, 42-21 over Paola. And just taking care of business, getting some words of wisdom. It always feels good after a win. And they put together a really impressive ball game. We'll run you through this one real quick before we give you your thoughts on it. Pretty fast-moving first half. Punt, interception by the Broncos on their first drive. Punt by Paola to begin things. Interception by the Broncos, a punt by Paola. And the Broncos strike first for the first time in this one. A 7-play drive capped off at a 40-yard touchdown run by Colton McCanna. It would be his first of what would be 4 on the night. Back-to-back weeks he's done that. Broncos lead 7-0 after a Ryan Jackson PAT. Paola's forced to punt. The Broncos, their second interception by Tyson Beshore of the night. So 2 out of 3 possessions, they had turnovers to begin things. Paola takes advantage of that turnover. They go 16 plays, 69 yards, capped off at a 4-yard touchdown run on a 4th and goal from the 4 by Taylor, the running back. And with 1:46 to go in the the first half, because that drive took 9 minutes and 34 seconds off the clock. And with 1:46 to play in the half, it was 7-7. That's how we would go to the half. Broncos would come out, punt, Paola punt, kind of a lackluster start to the second half, and that's when things would start to get going. With 8:36 to play in the third quarter, Broncos would have it at their own 44-yard line to start that drive. They would go 11 plays, convert on a 34-yard pass from Tyson Beshore to Junior Jara on 3rd and 15. I think that would be probably the play of the game if we had to pull it up, because at that situation, if it turns, it's 7-7 still, and they were able to convert, and 2 plays later, take it into the end zone on a 1-yard touchdown run by Colton McCanna, his second, make it 14-7, 5:06 to play in the third quarter. At 5:06 to play in the third quarter, it was 14-7. Paola would get it, they would have to punt. Spring Hill would get it, they would have to punt. Paola would get it back at their own 14-yard line with 1:46 to play. At 1:46 to play in the third quarter, it was 14-7. And then they would go 5 plays and have to punt. That would be fielded by Metcalf. He would fumble it. Back it goes to Paola as they have excellent field position at the Spring Hill 44-yard line with 6 seconds to go in the third quarter. Still 14-7. And then an interception. Maybe this is the play of the game. On a batted ball, and then Trigg Smith, the big fella, comes down with it. He ran about 7 yards, but it took him about 35 seconds to bring him down. Spring Hill would get it to Paola 23-yard line, and that's when things would start to click. They would go 2 plays, 23 yards, cap it off on a 20-yard touchdown run by Colt McCanna, his third of the game, at 21-7. Paola would get it back at their own 29-yard line with 11:06 to play in the game. 8 plays, capped off at a 25-yard touchdown catch by Curley, and with 8:45 to play in the game, it was 21-14. Spring Hill would start at their own 35-yard line. 2 plays, and it was Colton McCanna again. This blew it open. Maybe this was the play of the game. A 57-yard touchdown run after a 2-play drive and 65 yards. The Broncos, with 8:09 to play in the game, go up 28-14, and then they would pour it on them. 3 and out. Those were their 3 incomplete passes you mentioned. And then the defensive running back decides to get into the game. Noah Anderton kicking in after a Draven Pipkin leaves with an injury. He gets called for the first time. He had 1 carry for 14 yards and a touchdown tonight, I believe, to Noah Anderton. It's a pretty good stat. Probably also had about 10 tackles. And with 6:03 to play in the game, it was 35-14. Paola would get it back and have very good field position at the 27-yard line with 5:51 to play. And they would go 7 plays, capped off at a 1-yard touchdown run by Taylor. And that, at that point, would make it 35-21. Broncos would be forced to punt on their next one, and then the scoop and score after the fumble over the head with a 1:38 to play in the game. This game was much tighter than I think it was. As we were going through this recap, much closer. Porter Jones takes it in for 30 yards out after the fumble recovery with 40 seconds to play, and that's how this one would end, 42-21. is your final score. We'll come back, give you our thoughts on it, wrap things up here from Spring Hill on the Shoemaker Collision Postgame Show on Spring Hill Sports Live.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and text. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Welcome back to the Shoemaker Collision Postgame Show. B.J. Harris, Matt Jones, Kate Carbajo back here at Spring Hill High School, the Spring Hill Activities Center, as the Broncos win this one tonight. Final score, 42-21. Matt, a good, complete game again by Spring Hill. And what more can you say about Colton McCann putting on a show?
Oh, he had a heck of a game again, and I think they just need to ride in the rest of the year. And the most important thing, they're 500. They're 3-3 going into Fort Scott next week, and the seedings are starting to matter in 5A and the east side. And obviously, Mill Valley's at the top, so we want to get out of that 8-9 spot. Yeah. So hopefully this goes towards that, and they can, have some manageable games looking at week 9.
Started up front for the Broncos tonight. You saw it from almost the word go, just a more concerted effort offensively up front, moving people, and just changing line of scrimmage. It makes it a little bit easier on that running back.
Oh, yeah. When the running back doesn't get touched for 5 yards, it just makes his job easier. Absolutely.
And then the Bronco defense, they kind of held serve oftentimes, and they had their back against the wall at different times. Didn't give up the big play really tonight, and that's something that has hurt them. If they had, this thing could have been even different. So able to keep things in front of them, I think that was a big impact.
And I think the defensive backs have gotten better throughout the season. They've done a good job with their cushion and good job just eliminating that huge play. And it's okay to give up 5, 6, 7, even a 10-yard play as long as it doesn't turn into a huge gain.
Right. Next week against Fort Scott, we'll have it for you. The Broncos 2 in a row. And they'll try to make it 3 in a row next week as we bring in the Fort Scott Tigers. Again, next week, busy week. Starts with soccer on Monday. Full slate of games coming your way. Be sure to check those out online at varsitysportslive.com. That's going to do it for us tonight. Again, Spring Hill wins at 42-21 over the Paola Panthers. And you watch it all right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.